This is our Phandelver and Below campaign. Thank you to everybody who's been hanging out in the chat. We're going to dive right in. I'll give you a quick recap of what happened last time real quick. Most of the stuff that I wrote down is all inside jokes that the party came up with that I've factored into the game. You know what? We'll start off here just real quick with our good friend who made us late here. Robert, tell us who you're playing.
Hey, I'm Captain Robert, and I'm playing Sin Barley, the Lion of Leyland, Life Cleric of Shantae.
All right. LB, how about you? You're muted.
You're muted.
Damn it. Hi, everybody. I'm LB Hakama, but I'm going to be playing Soot, the Druid.
All right. Jonathan.
Hola, buenas tardes. My name is Jonathan. I'm playing Zenith, and that's all I got for you.
Cool. Jake?
Hey, everybody. I'm Jake, and I will be playing Bishop Frisian, the paladin of the party.
All right. So that is a quick rundown of our characters. Last time the party had made their way into the town of Phandalin, they'd been they'd dealt with their issues on the road. They decided they were going to deliver some goods that they had to drop off and then basically start exploring the town of Phandalin to see what it had to offer and who's around. They met a bunch of different NPCs, and in that process, they've heard a lot about these Rebrands, right? Mm-hmm. They're this kind of group of red-cloaked individuals, possibly a mercenary guild, possibly a mafia analog. We're not really sure. They haven't encountered them yet, just hear tales of what people have their interactions. And, for the most part, it seemed pretty, these guys are just roughing people up. Just don't go where they go, and you'll be fine. Stay out of the, the Sleeping Giant tap house. Little bit of conversations with a cleric of Tymora saying, hey, is it within your power to bring this guy Sildar Hallwinter back to life? He died. It's been a little while. So they said, okay, let's see if we can't find somebody to get us the materials, because we're looking at a 500 gold piece diamond here. They went to the miners' exchange to see if they could find that, and then met a very interesting character who's the only one that the Rebrands don't bother for some reason, and spent a lot of money on loot boxes because those loot boxes gave everybody trinkets. Speaking of trinkets, by the way, if you'll notice there's the little D20s down at the bottom of your screen, you can use those to donate trinkets to anybody in the party, so feel free to do so if you'd like. It's fun, and it doesn't derail things too much, unless you go and buy like 3 or 4 of them, and then we have to keep rolling. But sometimes that was on me. I let that happen.
You did.
You did.
And then when they were chatting, there was talk of NFTs for a little while, a purchase of an obscene amount of food, weird food items like grilled snake, a lot of pine.
So much acorn.
A lot of acorns and pine nuts and things. But ultimately, they found out that one of the local woodworkers, these Rebrands kind of came to his house and were kind of bullying his wife, and the wood carver there said, hey, I'm not going to stand for this. And they murdered this guy kind of in the street. There are witnesses who saw it, and now his wife and their 2 kids have gone missing. And that kind of really started to spurn the party into more of a, well, maybe there's a little more than just a bunch of assholes here in the town. They're capable of murder, and also apparently formidable enough that people saw it and nothing's happening. So that being said, our party rested at, they took a rest at the tavern that they were staying at, and we're going to wake up the next morning, and we'll see where things go. So what would you guys like to do?
I'll head on downstairs and have some tea, and then wait for everybody else. I think perhaps we should go talk to that hero fellow. Oh, that drow man at the apple orchard, and see if he has any advice.
The adventure, right?
Yes. What was his name? Let me check my notepad.
What?
Coffee.
Oh yeah, they have coffee here in Phandalin. They import it
She
from
does
Chult.
Rippy hands coffee.
The best kind. Yeah, sure. So you'll get coffee and breakfast. They kind of look to Seneth as it comes time to buy breakfast, and they're like all excited. Is he gonna be buying them out like he did last time? Keep the food coming.
I'm gonna take a beat from good old Bronson, and I'm gonna look at the bartenders and be like, right, there should still be money left over from last night's to cover breakfast.
And they're like, yeah, sure. So they'll get you guys. As we know, we have established that they do have eggs. So eggs in various breakfast meats as well as coffee is provided to the party, so you're able to get a hearty breakfast.
I keep having to drink around the acorns in the coffee.
Yeah, it is what it is. You got acorns, you got to use them somehow.
Yeah.
Get rid of those tannins somehow. Maybe if we put it in hot coffee, they won't face the tannins. Anyway.
Definitely a Chulton blend.
So yeah, you guys have breakfast. Is there anything you'd like to do in the Stonehill Inn before you guys head out? Or I guess we're heading possibly over to the apple orchard, yeah?
So the apple orchard we go.
All right. So you guys,
Jake, how much money do we have? I need to
Oh,
put that
yeah.
on my character sheet.
I don't know. I
So
bought
that
all of my equipment, but we've made somewhere around 45 throughout this so far.
Okay, I spent 10 at at the barrels.
I
I
Getting
bought one
getting
loot
our loot.
chest.
Okay, I know I bought 10. I gave
Loot bucket.
5. So I've spent 15 to 20, and I have 7 left right now.
Okay.
Did we start with 10 gold pieces each?
you started with whatever the starting situation was
Okay,
from
yeah.
your different classes or different backgrounds give more gold to start.
Robert, this is in the Discord, man. We've made 48 total as in each individually.
Each individually we have 48.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Yeah, I've been keeping track and dividing it as we go.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, hey, now it's on my sheet. I never have to ask again. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I feel like I spent more for something else.
Well, you spent 5 on the
spent 10.
inn.
5 on the inn and the food.
Yeah.
10 on everything else. That's 15.
You don't remember the kobolds from last
Did you
night,
add
do you?
the new 24 extra that we just made?
Did we make that at the end of the last one?
That was
Oh.
from selling our equipment.
That's what I'm missing. That's where I'm at. Okay,
All right, cool, great.
we're back.
Inventory management. It's my favorite part of Resident Evil, and
God
it's
love
my
you.
favorite part of a
You
lot of
sweet,
games.
sweet man.
Yeah.
So is it only ones where it's box based and you have to move the things around? Is that?
They're the best, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about putting things in the order that I see fit anywhere.
All right, fair enough.
Baldur's Gate 3, I have like 35 bags in my inventory, and it's so I can put like, oh, here's all my rocks I've put together.
All right.
I worry about you.
Here's books, here's notes that are not books inside of the book bag specifically. It's insane. I'm insane, and that's okay. I'll keep track of our money.
The only time I ever managed my inventory in Baldur's Gate 3 was our first playthrough where LB and I played through it, and whenever I would walk away or go get coffee, one of the other players would go into my inventory and organize it for me because it drove her crazy.
And I stole all your gold.
You did. And then you got pushed off a cliff by a hag, so whatever.
I
I
did.
I still win.
Ooh,
I still win
Paid the
that one.
cheese tax.
Man, life
Uh,
finds a way.
Yeah, right. All right, so you guys head over to Edermath Orchard, which, by the way, I did check the original Phandalin. It just says Darren Edermath with a name like Darren Edermath is a retired adventurer. In the updated version, they slipped drow in between retired adventurer. So he's retired drow adventurer. When I was like, a name like Darren doesn't really sound like a drow name, but either way.
You're not pronouncing it right. Darren.
Darren.
There's no apostrophe. So
Yeah.
All the drows I know are Darren.
Yeah. Anyway, so there is, you can see kind of on the map, there is that kind of apple orchard in the more northern part of town, and there's a little cottage that is right next to it. And he is working to clear out some of the brush. The orchard is serviceable, but you can see it's definitely not. It could be better maintained. So it looks like he's maybe letting things slip, or maybe he needs some help. You're not sure. But now that he's a drow, he's also over 500 years old. So he has had plenty of time to get his orchard management skills up to par.
Looks like Darren's the boy who wouldn't hoe corn.
So, you guys can make your way over there, and you'll see he's kind of just out. You'll see him sitting, I guess, under a sort of shaded porch, in a rocking chair, just kind of looking at the orchard. And this is very much the look of somebody who's like, ugh, I have to get out there and work, but I really don't want to do it. Mostly probably because of sunlight sensitivity, but
SPF 5000.
yeah, the work.
Pull up your bootstraps.
He doesn't really want to
There's
do
bush
the work
hogging to
today.
get done in this orchard.
Oh God.
And he's like, hello, are you guys must be new in town. I don't recognize any of your faces.
Are you sure he doesn't recognize me?
Oh, wait, you're that guy who comes by and blesses the fields and stuff, right?
You're correct.
What's your name?
Barley.
Parsley? Oh, Barley, right.
Parsley.
ooh,
Seems like you need a little bit extra blessings around here. You run out of help, my friend?
Yeah, well, it's just me now, so it's, I don't have as much help, and, I don't know. I feel like it's easier to do all of this work in the daylight when you can see things in color. Hard to tell if leaves are, wilting or dying when it's all grayscale at night.
that is fair.
I hate to see this fall upon you in hard times here. If you wouldn't mind, I could walk the grounds and do a little consecration to Shantae, if you wouldn't mind.
Bronson, there is an active kidnapping happening. So
It wouldn't
maybe
take me
perhaps
very long. Only 15, 20 minutes. About the amount of time I was late waking up this morning. Would that be so wrong? This is a farmer in need.
there is literally a mother and their children, two of them, who were kidnapped, however. So we
If
were
this crop doesn't come in, how many kids will go unfed?
Harley, I think we should probably take care of this, and then you can do it after.
after is perfect.
Right. Because if we don't, then there's one less kid for sure that's going to be unfed. Two.
Apologies, my friend. I'll make my way back apparently on my own time.
Well, I appreciate the gesture. I assume you're all talking of the red brands, which, yeah, it'd be great. Well, look at your group. It would be great if a group of heroes like yourselves could really just, we'll say teach them a lesson. Sounds,
Yeah.
maybe the best way to say it.
Well, we are dealing with an actual real life murder now. Phandalin, had you heard?
I had, yeah. So
Okay.
it's extremely unfortunate.
Do you have any advice or?
Well, I know they have this glass staff is their leader. I imagine this is probably I'm hoping this is one of those cut the head off the snake kind of situation, get rid of him and then they'll just kind of leave. and nobody goes near the sleeping giant tap house. So I would say you could start there, or their hideout seems to be, or their main holdup is this underneath the ruins of Tresendar Manor up on the hill there.
Hmm. All right, very well. Good. We did know several of these facts before, but it is good to have a seasoned veteran's opinion on the matter.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. If you figure out what's going on with this, sort out these red brands. I've heard rumors. Well, I see we've got a handful of you here of possibly some undead in the hills, a couple days northeast of Phandalin here, walking around. Some of the old prospectors came running out of the hills saying, "Oh, there's undead." I don't know. They might just be.
There's ghouls in them hills. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about. But there's, depending on where, there's supposed to be some old watchtower up there. I don't know if any of you are familiar with all of the legends and the history of the ancient kind of city and empire, the Netheril Empire. If anybody's familiar with Netheril.
I am not. Well, could I make a history check?
Sure. You can
Before
make a
I'm
history
just
check.
out of hand, like, no, why would I know anything about that?
I'll give him a help action if I could.
Oh, wow.
Sure. You know what? Actually, I'm going to say, are you proficient in history?
I am not.
I'm going to say that I'm going to make that call to help somebody, especially on like a social or like this kind of a check.
Sure.
You got to be proficient to help the person in the check. I think
Perfectly
that helps. Oh, and this is something I saw recently from one of the people in a video I haven't made yet. You get the one shot. So it's like if Jake
That's
makes
right.
his history check,
We can't all.
we
try to
can't
make
just
a-
be like,
yeah.
okay, well, I'll make one now.
It defeats the purpose of a check.
This is Baldur's Gate 3. You get the one shot. Give them all the buffs you want,
Yeah.
but when the check is made, unless
People
you've got
play round
inspiration.
robin like
Yeah.
that?
Debbie has a
Some
great point, by
people
the way.
do, yeah.
If
Oh.
y'all haven't already, long rest to replenish your spell slot.
Yeah.
Ah. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, chat, for reminding us.
I
Yes,
have,
that's
I
good.
mean,
I
some
took an
instances,
extended rest.
the round robin situation can make sense, right? Like you're trying to kick down a door, right? Like the
Sure,
door
but in
is
social
fundamentally
interactions,
still,
You don't get a redo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen, where people will be like, does anybody want to make a perception check? And it's like the Mexican or the standoff of like, I think you can do it. And then you make it. And then you're like, or they don't make it. And you're like, well, I'll make it now. And everybody's rolling. And it's just like, okay, well, they didn't make it. Let me give it a shot. And it's like, the DM said, does anybody want to make it? Either all make it or nobody make it. Just don't. Because it just bogs things down. And now it's bogging the game down just talking about it. So.
That's true. Would someone cast guidance on me, please? Could I request that?
Does anybody have guidance?
I do.
The druid, yeah,
I
they should both have it. 14
I-
total.
Oh, I was
Okay.
going to describe how I did it.
Oh,
Describe
I'm
how
sorry.
you do
no,
it,
no, I
Albie.
would love to hear it.
Yeah, she kind of, oh, hold on, goes in her bag and like pulls out a little gem. It's like just a little clear gemmy, and she just kind of puts it on your forehead and goes, "Yay!"
I like it. I like that it's rock magic.
I agree. I feel clear-headed.
Ha
My cousin was
Um,
addicted to the rock magic.
That's a different kind of magic. Yeah, so you've heard the name Netheril mentioned. It was like a very ancient magical empire of many, many years ago. You think was this the one that had the floating cities in the sky that all came crashing to the earth? You're not sure if that's a real thing or not, but
It was either the Netheril or the Brosian Empire
Right.
that had the floating cities.
right. But anyway, he says,
Then I saw El Terrell fall its way into the 9 hells. I can believe anything.
well, that is fair. So yeah, you know a little bit about it, and he says, yeah. So if it's tied to the Netheril, they're supposed to have potentially all sorts of ancient magics. There could be, if there's something to these ghouls and them their hills. I would love it if you could check it. There's a specific spot where this tower's supposed to be, and he'll if you have a map, or he can show you on a map. an area
Alright.
called Old Owl Well.
All
And
right.
he says if you're able to go and just ensure that there's no issues there at all, I think I can maybe part with some of my old adventuring gear for all of you. And he will he'll go inside and show you he's got a very like pristine pair of boots. Even though he's talking about how they're they're perfectly clean, no rips in the stitches. Yeah, he'll just tell you, because he's an adventurer, he knows what they do. He had them identified. These are boots of striding and springing. So they'll make your walking speed 30 feet. If it's less than that, your speed can't be reduced, or if you're encumbered or by wearing heavy armor, and you can jump 3 times the normal distance while wearing these. So
I've always wanted to be able to dunk a basketball.
when you're the
Lifetime
only one
dream of mine.
You're the only one with little legs too, with this smaller movement speed. So
Some say that we were crossbred with corgis at one point in time. So we got stuck with these.
Is that what they say?
Mm.
They are mean. All right. Well, Darren, it is a pleasure to have met you. And
Right.
the pie, which I had from your apples last night, was quite delicious. But we do have a small boy to talk to, and then some people to save.
you see, when you mention the pie, he kind of like looks off at the hills, and like his eyes get a little misty when you talk about the pie. And then he says, "Well, yes, yeah, by all means." And he
Can I roll
goes,
And what do you
insight on
say
that?
the next time that I'm in town that we make a little appointment in the nighttime? I can stop by before bed or arrange a time to wake up before dawn. We can take care of consecrating these fields.
"That sounds good to me."
So when you consecrate at night, do you both have to take a dump in the field at the same time, or
Depends on how many corgis I bring, Sinneth.
oh boy, I'm learning so much. Religion is weird, man.
hmm
Indeed it is. Darren, you wouldn't happen to have any apple brandy on you, would you?
And he says, well, let me go check. And he'll go inside, and you'll hear him kind of rummaging through cabinets, and you'll hear like the clank of something metal hit the ground. He's like, damn it. And then he comes stumbling, or not stumbling, but walking out, and he's kind of like kicking off. Like there's like seems to be like his legs tangled in like a greave of some armor, and he kind of kicks it off, and he has like a small bottle of apple brandy that he brings forth for you.
Oh, you're a saint, but I must say, I can't take this without a good trade, as I will use my first level spell to produce my good berries for the day.
Okay.
And one of them will be in jug form,
Sure.
freshly magically fermented. So I have 9 of my good berries. I'm also going to give the party each a fresh good berry to start the day. Those are worth 4 hit point good berries.
Yes.
Well, it's like a lot yummier when it's not covered in goblin blood, actually.
Undoubted.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the apple brandy. And enjoy the boysenberry.
And he will kind of smile, and he'll go back and put on his kind of floppy sun hat and sit on his rocking chair and look out over his fields as you guys head off to wherever it is you're
Day
headed
drunk.
to. Yeah, getting day drunk on his. Well, listen, he already's got an appointment to do farming
Yeah.
at night, so what's the day for? When
He's
you
a
only have to
harvest
sleep
mooner.
4 hours and you're not even sleeping, think about all that time you get back.
I'm part drow. I've out.
So, Where would you all like to head next?
Right. We said we wanted to find the. Why am I speaking in character? We said we wanted to find the secret tunnel with the boys, or did we want to go the other route and go to the inn and start a fight? Because that's kind of the two.
We're going for the tunnels, my friend.
Right. Okay.
We clear the tunnels up, and then if we're doing good, we can continue on to the inn. Otherwise, hopefully, we get glass staff and they
Right,
disperse naturally.
Right. That's assuming that the tunnels lead into the inn.
Well, if I had to guess, the tunnels would lead into Tresendar Manor.
Yeah.
Just
No, that's no. It's right. No, you've got a point.
This maybe a little bit off the tunnels, but would those ghouls happen to be in the same direction as
The banshee.
the banshee?
Let me pull
Let's
up my
see.
I
map.
got my north-south kind of crossed.
Sure.
I have it on my map, but I don't think we specified it
No.
directionally.
Oh, gracious DM, are the ghouls in the hills in relation? Would you like a survival map check on that?
No, I need a TED map check real quick. Hang on, oh, wait, I have the book right here. Let's find out.
If there are also ghouls there, I think we need to have words with that cleric.
Well, she said it was a little while back when she had done it.
Neither here nor there, but something to contemplate when we get there.
Right. And she is. I mean, she's running an entire chantry by herself, right? That's not. That's not.
Well, it's a pile of rocks.
Wow.
Well, all right. You don't have to talk down
Why'd
on
you
it.
say it
God.
like that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a whole chantry, her by herself with a well-presented pile of rocks, and I'm fine with it. But a chantry and a shrine are different.
Right, but does the building make the shrine, or does the person make the shrine? You know what I mean?
I think the god makes the shrine, right?
Right.
Regardless.
Right. Well,
let's go find this small boy.
Why are you a paladin if you're only one person? You know, right? That's kind of what you're saying. Like, you shouldn't be a pally.
Well, no, I'm just saying I wouldn't describe myself as, my entire order. I am of my order. This is all very semantic, and I enjoyed discussing it.
Everyone makes great points today.
All right. Let's go find this Pip child.
That's right, Pip. I forgot about that.
For reference, they are in the same general area, but by that I mean they are around 20 miles apart. So like northwest would be like where the lair is supposed to be, and maybe like on a straight diagonal 20 miles southeast would be where this location he's talking about, Old Owl Well. Kind of still the kind of middle point along the road was that old Coneyberry ruins, kind of the midpoint on the right off the road there.
Hey, Ted.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a weird idea of what nearby means.
Listen, all right. It's
yeah,
a world full.
They're in the same area. You know, you just got to take like a 3-day drive, and you'll find them.
Okay, I mean, we live in a world of magic, right? 8 miles travel in a day, 8 to 10 miles in a day, is like a reasonable travel for people as adventurers. Like,
why'd we sell the horses?
I mean, yeah, you guys did have.
They're there.
That's right. They are stabled.
So
yeah, they built a whole stable.
Yeah, that's true. They did erect the stable.
That is our stable now. With Senate's money.
Can I have it named after me? That's the first thing I've ever had named after myself, other than 3 mines, 2 churches, 1 school, an orphanage, a bench, and 3 statues.
Yes, and that chantry. Seneth Epsilon Xander Yorkmeister stable.
Right. Usually they just do the abbreviation of my name.
Sure. Yes, of course.
Just the initials.
The sexy stable. Yes, of course.
That might get people the wrong idea as to what actually it is, but either way.
Right. No,
Stable and strip club.
Yeah, we did have to take down 2 of the statues after the townsfolk weren't sure what it was about. When we just said a sexy statue is going to be erected in the middle of town.
You did mention an orphanage named after yourself, so that's terrible.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
no.
right. Oddly
Island
enough,
does have a place called the Pony for gentlemen, and
right. The orphanage is not doing well. It's not getting a lot of funding for some reason.
Anyways,
Thank you, LB, for trying to keep things on track here. Yeah, so you guys can make your way over to the Alder Leaf farm, which is basically straight southeast across. You will be passing by Harbin Wester's home on your way, and the Townmaster's Hall on your way to the Alder Leaf farm. I don't know if that matters, but I thought it worth mentioning.
that's I think a story for another day, huh?
if I had the time, I'd give him a what for right now. A
You give him what?
Fur.
what for?
Oh, a wet fur?
Yeah, smelly, like a prank.
We usually use fish for that.
I druid craft a little bit of that classic barnyard funk wet horse
Mhm.
blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
exactly what he deserves through the whole house.
Yes, distasteful. Which is how I find the man himself. Having never met him, I don't like him. We just walk right past. Everybody's cool with that.
I will tell you, there is like a little job board with a notice kind of stuck to that board as you walk by. I don't know if you take note of it or not.
I feel like we're trying to rescue kids right now.
That's
While
fair.
I'm walking, I am going to subtly cast druid craft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand on it.
Sure.
That's a 10.
Okay.
But I am going to
Just
make sure
try
the
it.
ivy that's next to the house forms into a large dick on the side of Harbin Vester's house.
Yeah, it's subtle. It is a subtle ivy dick right on the side of his house.
I enjoy the white flowers coming out of the top.
Nothing like passive aggressive naturism.
Right, and I do like the black dahlias around the base.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Anyway, all right. So we walk by and we head over to Alder Leaf Farm. It wasn't Pip, it was Carp.
That's right.
That's right.
I-
Carp.
Yes.
Pip was the one inside.
That's
Pip
Toblin.
told us of
Toblin's
that.
son, yeah.
Right.
Yes,
The
yes.
pit boy.
My notes were perhaps a bit smudged from the drinking last night.
It's the acorn juice, the soup.
Yeah,
You're
acorn
right.
soup, they'll do it to you.
Maybe it was the flash fire, but something.
You know,
You know.
it is what it is.
But did we die?
But exactly.
No, nobody did.
So yeah, as you guys approach the Alder Leaf farm, you can kind of see again the fields out behind it and the small little house out front, and you see a halfling child, kind of basically like your stereotypical hobbit child from the Shire, big kind of curls, and with like a little wooden sword, and he's kind of like fighting, like there's nothing there. He's not even hitting a tree. He's just kind of like practicing trying to stab with a
Shadow
sword.
fencing.
Shadow fencing, exactly. As you guys make your way up the road, and he kind of like sees you and like stops, and his mouth kind of goes slackjaw, and he drops the sword, and he seems immediately enamored by the four of you as he comes running over. And he starts running over, and then he kind of gets a little trepidatious, like should he doesn't know. And then he's kind of like holding on to his like little vest jacket, and he starts kind of hyperventilating, and he's just like,
It's okay. Don't be scared.
hi.
Hi. Are you Carp?
And he's like, you know my name?
Mm-hmm. We are sent on an adventure to speak with you. Preferably with your parents around. I don't want to be weird.
Oh, my mom's inside. Come on. And he'll like grab your hand and like run
Oh.
towards the front of the house.
Hi, guys.
All right.
And
We follow.
All
Yeah.
right.
At a measurable distance.
All right, fair enough. And he pulls you inside, and he goes, Mom, there's adventurers here. and and she's like kind of like cleaning out a pot, and she kind of puts the dish rag down. She says, "Oh, well, welcome. What brings you to our farm?"
Hi. We were in town, and we heard that Carp here found a tunnel that we are looking for.
He's like, I did find a tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's just like, yeah, he mentioned, that he does. He's also really enamored with the concept of being an adventurer. He really wants to do that, and that's what he wants to do with his life. So anything he can do, where he can go on his own little adventures, he's always doing. And he came running back. Said there was a bunch of big scary bandits. Isn't that right? And he's like, yeah, big bandits. They're so scary. Do you want to see? I'll show you.
Ooh, well, you can show us where it is if Mom says it's okay, but we're gonna go in and take care of it, and you gotta keep training.
He's like, yeah, did you see? I was trying. Learn.
Mm-hmm.
Could you teach me?
Ooh,
Do you fight with a sword?
No.
What do you do?
I fight with magic.
Can you teach me magic?
Boy, I don't even know how to do it myself, honestly. But some of my friends are really good at fighting. They might be able to teach you.
Oh, okay. Who?
Oh,
And he looks at all.
my good man. You are a boisterous young fellow, and I do appreciate that. You remind me much of my younger brother, Clarence, who we had named our oxen after. You know what, my good boy, I have this for you here, and I pull out one of my trinkets,
okay,
which is an ebony talking walking stick, well versed in history and swordplay. And I'll say, well, for now, this is Mr. Dudermeyer. He is my walking stick, and he will teach you much of the history of swordplay. And to know the future and to find success, you must first know the past. And secretly, he's very pedantic, long-winded, and just a real pain in the ass walking stick, which is why I don't use him. So I was like, listen to what he says, and if you could stay awake, I'll show you a riposte afterwards.
It's like, oh wow, okay. And he like grabs the walking stick, and he's just kind of like, you can see him kind of like listening to it. He's like, oh okay, and he like runs outside with the walking stick. And his mother is just like, well, yeah, it's fine. You seem all to be, capable. He can show you where it is. It's not that far from here. But good luck getting him to do anything now that you've given him a stick that'll teach him swordplay. I don't know how much you'll be able to get out of him. He's going to be pretty focused on that for ever.
Rest of his life.
Well, if we can just get him to show us the entrance to the tunnel, I'm sure we can send him back.
Well, good luck.
Won't hurt the boy to know shillelagh by the end of the evening.
And she's like,
do you know? Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. No, go ahead. Just.
Do you know anything about these tunnels?
No, I didn't go anywhere near it. He just said there were some scary bandits, and he ran away before they could catch him. I mean, it's just me, so I'm kind of tending to the farm while he's out playing. So.
Well, maybe when we come back around, we could bless your crops. Looks to Bronson.
I would love to help out if you would have me.
That'd be great.
We can get Shantae's blessing here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. I would greatly appreciate that. That'd be wonderful.
What all do you grow on this farm?
Doesn't say. Let's
Ted.
Make it up.
Let's test your farm report knowledge here, Ted.
Yeah. Hey, Ted, immerse me.
wheat.
Oh,
a
a beautiful crop.
It would be my pleasure. Specialize in wheat and barley.
Well, she said, I always had ambition to grow barley, but I never got around to it.
Maybe we can convince you next rotation. But we'll take care of this wheat in the meantime. It'll take about an hour, but I'll make another appointment and stop by.
And she says, that'd be great. I look forward to it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And she's like, oh, just don't give him anything sharp.
I'm putting away
Yeah.
a dagger.
Adventurer's first dagger can wait.
Right. First the stick, then a dagger, then a knife.
He's a little... He means well, but he is a little clumsy.
I mean, that's all right. So is...
I was.
Like, I he's been talking to me, and I've watched him walk into a wall. Like, while, like, looking at me talking and not paying attention to what's going on around him. Situational
now.
awareness is... We gotta work on that.
It happens.
Yeah. Anyway. Good luck on your quest. And thank you for possibly dealing with these big scary bandits before they can cause any more trouble.
Of course. If we find anything, maybe we'll bring you something. I don't know how to end conversations.
You can
Alright,
just leave.
we're
That's
working on
fine.
Yeah.
You can just leave.
Mrs.
what?
Alder Leaf, it has been a genuine pleasure. And then I do
Incredible.
a bow and step out. And then I wink at on the way out. Like that.
And then you guys come outside and you can see him, like, he's got the walking stick, like, stuck in the dirt, and he's just kind of, like, listening to the stick just talk to him.
I will also leave a good berry for Alder Leaf as well.
Okay. Very cool. And he kind of hears the door shut and sees, oh, are you guys here to train me right now?
Yes. The first thing since I'm a druid, I am going to train you how to track. But I need your help because
sure.
you know where the end is, and I'm going to show you what you found when we get there.
Oh, okay. So where are we going?
Well, to the hole that you found.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
I know where that is. I'll show you. Come on. And he said, and he runs away in a legally distinct but very typical saying that he's going on an adventure, and he runs off down the road, waving his walking stick above his head as he runs away.
I'm going on shenanigans.
Yeah, right. So, he will take you guys kind of to the general direction of Tresendar Manor, but because you can actually see, because it was at one point, you know, a proper kind of manor house on a hill that has like a pathway, you know, like a dirt road that kind of leads up to the front of the manor, and he kind of like pulls you off to the side to like a thicket of bushes and says, if you just go like just past this, there's a tunnel, and I saw these big scary bandits, but they didn't see me, but it was close.
Ooh, yeah.
But also be careful. I saw some goblins. At least I think they're goblins.
Ooh.
I don't actually know what goblins look like, but they had glowy hands.
Glowy hands.
Yeah, like a green glow on their hands.
Okay.
And then they went into the tunnel.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate it, and when we come back, actually, I can show you a magic trick.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I am going to guys, I was gonna turn into something to help us out. Should I do that, like an animal or a person?
Right. I do the thing you do with the you do the cat.
Yeah.
DM question. Will Sinneth be able to use message while Soot is in wild shape?
Oh, to like send her a message and then her be able to...
or do we need to coordinate our sign language now?
That is a good question. I don't see
I don't have
any...
message, by the way.
So the answer is no. It doesn't matter.
I thought you were rich. I thought you...
Well, here's the thing. Don't forget,
The labor of speech.
she
I'm
couldn't
not
turn
that
into
lazy.
she couldn't turn into animals till last session anyway. So there was no need for them to have that in their built growing up thing because she couldn't turn into animals
Ah.
Mhm.
to level 2. If we're talking mechanic wise. So
And I've always just had servants, so
that they could send the message for you.
Of course.
So reading the message cantrip, it does say towards a creature within range. And it can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. So
the same thing immediately.
I mean, you guys both said it. I was gonna let it slide, but it's funnier if you do it that way.
That's okay. We don't have message, so
Yeah, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
I can,
You know what?
I can
You know what?
emote
Next
as
level.
a cat. You can understand it. I got
those
you.
cat eyes, they're very good for that.
Look, I've been around enough cats to understand what they're saying. So I can emote that. Yeah, absolutely.
Anybody proficient in animal handling?
No.
Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
so I'm gonna say animal handling can count as like, I mean, part of that would be like interpreting signs. It's weird because it's a person as an animal, but I feel like that makes sense for you. Like it basically is like an insight check, but for animal form. So, all right, we'll make do. Well, either way, are you doing that? Are you?
I can. Should I turn into a cat or should I turn into like a giant rat or something? Man.
Only if it's a New York rat.
Hey.
Hey, what are you
about
doing
What
here?
about something that can dig? What about a badger?
Badger? I
mole?
can do a badger.
Badger,
I don't wanna be a mole, that's too
Mushroom,
small.
mushroom.
I could be a giant badger.
Now, are you gonna do a North American badger or a European honey badger? Those are very distinct badgers.
Yes, perhaps
Well,
an
considering
African
there's-
swallow.
There's no Europe in this world, so
Pour up.
Oh no!
no,
God.
don't.
He made Lexico up, and we all just rolled with it. But purr up sounds.
but pour up, we draw the line.
That's
Wait,
the
wait.
line, apparently.
Look, that's my world. You can't.
What, you're against the Purupians, Jake?
Oh,
is
God.
is purr up where all the tabaxi come from?
Purr up.
Get out of here.
Well, dad
Fine.
jokes are allowed from dads. It's allowed,
All right.
so
Woo.
it makes sense.
I turned into a giant badger.
Okay.
Ow! Ooh!
And he's like, "What? You better teach me how to do that."
Jazz hands.
And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go think badger thoughts, and then you come back and teach me how to do it." And he runs deck down to his his house.
Badger thoughts.
Yep.
Well, he was a nice young fellow.
Right.
Hope he doesn't shillelagh himself.
It's gonna happen. You could just tell looking at him. He's
Yeah,
gonna
indeed.
knock himself.
I mean, you've got to
Indeed.
learn somehow, right? I mean, you do it once, it's a mistake. You do it twice. You do it 3 times, you really aren't cut out for adventure.
Yeah. You don't want to make that a habit. All right. Badger, let's lead on, I suppose. Maybe we'll sneak on in through these here tunnels.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to be referred to as Soot still?
Shrug.
Badjoot.
Boot.
Boots.
Head shake.
Right.
Head shake. No. All right.
No,
Very
right.
well.
Firm head pats.
I move
Let's
on.
do this.
All right.
I don't know how to end conversation.
What is wrong with
I just
all of
bow.
All right.
A bow and a flourish, and that's all I got. All right. Can we sneak up through these here tunnels?
How do you all buy groceries? I spend like 2 hours inside there talking to everyone.
God.
Silently, ideally.
All right.
Aldi style, where you can't turn around, must go forward. There's only forward.
Oh yes, there is no back. I'll abandon items if I have to. We have a new dinner plan tonight.
All right. So, I think did that work? Did a map load for you guys? Oh wait. There we go. I loaded 2 Jakes.
Launch game.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Believe in you.
Let me move you.
Sorry, we can
guys.
entertain. I got a tight 5. So airline food, right?
Mhm.
I like
They
it.
don't provide it anymore.
It's true, which is really weird.
Business class, so much more delicious than everything else on a plane.
The
Never
the
been in
people?
business class.
People.
Business
What?
class food.
Hold on, what is business class?
Oh wait, you going fancy now?
Man,
Well-
once you go a sleeper to the UK or somewhere overseas, it is hard not to ask for the upgrade. You just wake up refreshed in a new country. Oh,
Oh, so sleeper or so business class is only for international flights.
yeah, that's international flights.
Got it. I've never had the privileges. Okay.
It's not like you're not like up there with like the bourgeoisie, but like you get to lay down and they bring you like a cheeseburger and it's like,
Oh.
you know, like
Oh, that's
I
nice.
need a sugar parent. Somebody take me on a lavish trip. Come on.
Listen, I'll tell you, best I can do is Splenda Puppy.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
You
Linda
still have to
Poppy.
pay for all your own things.
Yeah, you got to pay for your own things, but when we go to McDonald's, baby girl, you don't got to order off the dollar menu.
Oh my god, super size?
You can super size anytime.
Hey yo.
Extra sauce, I got you.
Oh damn.
got that BOGO on the app.
Yeah.
Would you like to use your McDonald's app today?
Hey, stop telling my secrets, bro.
Nope, that's not what we want.
All right.
Yeah.
I shall take the lead because I have good keen smells.
All
Cool.
right. So we are. I think you guys have the map now, right?
Indeed, we do.
Cool.
Oh my God, what's happened to Senate's head?
I want to talk about it.
A rock comes, it falls.
That was a gnarly scar
Game's
you got there.
over.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can get this on the screen here for our good friends in the chat. It's
Yes,
gonna
hello,
be.
chat.
Hi chat. How are you guys tonight?
Yeah, how's everybody doing? We've got. We're
Yeah.
getting on the adventure. It's
So like I said, Senate, it only will take 2 hours of your time to hear about this timeshare that I have up in Neverwinter.
Right, but why would I want to share property with somebody else?
You live with your parents. Oh wait, I'm a badger.
Oh wait, I'm a badger.
Badger.
That needs to be a
Oh.
shirt. Oh wait, I'm a badger.
We'll make that work. All right, so you guys have a ride. Let me give you kind of the general layout that they give me here. Things that will be true until I tell you otherwise. All right. So passages and chambers are 10 feet high, ceiling wise, unless I tell you otherwise. All doors will be made out of wood with iron handles, hinges, and built-in locks. We'll figure out if they're locked when you get there. Most areas are brightly lit by oil lamps in wall sconces. And I think that's probably all the things you need to know ahead of time. So where you guys have come in is this kind of, you can kind of see it. Well, it's daytime and everybody's got some form of, well, who doesn't have dark vision? Let's get that out of the way.
Just me, I think.
Just you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
LB, you have dark vision? Well, you're a badger, so I don't really.
Yes, I'm a badger.
Vision.
We're trying the fog of war setting here in D&D Beyond maps.
Ooh.
Like revealing kind of as I'm doing this.
It is.
All right, cool. So,
I mean, it's revealed a lot.
Neat.
well, they're 5-foot squares, and you guys got 60 feet of dark vision. So, a cold breeze softly sighs in this large natural cavern, carrying the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse with sloped walls divides the cavern and is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that support the 20-foot-high ceiling. 2 arched wooden bridges span the chasm. Here's that other bridge.
This is not a tunnel. This is a James Bond hideout this kid found.
He didn't go in the tunnel. He stayed outside.
Oh, not any kid I know.
The one when there's the big scary things and the glowy goblins.
Creepy hands. I get that.
He's like,
Well,
yeah,
you
it's
need
the
like a
Slender Man.
group.
I saw him. It's crazy.
You need a group of
Ooh.
children to adventure into the cave.
Yeah.
That's like chapter 9 stuff.
Yeah. So, this is what you guys see. You can see that there is obviously a couple different ways that you can go out of here. So, I don't know where your thoughts are that you would want to go.
Could I use my keen senses to try to perceive where some peeps are?
So you're just trying to smell people?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
LB's like, and your point being.
Well, I did just tell you it smells horribly of death out here, so
That's all right.
I feel like
I'm a
that's just gonna
badger. It don't
smell
bother
like
me.
more like death. Just like,
We're in Mas Vegas.
Wisdom? 12.
12. Yeah, you smell mostly the death.
So
There's
like,
a
uses her hands on her nose and shakes her head.
Yeah, you guys. Let's see. Where's the southern? Yeah. With your perception check though, you can smell a smell that has become more familiar to you as of late. Specifically the smell of dead goblin.
Would it be burned, Dead Goblin, by chance?
It. Well, you're not smelling it, and she's a badger, so.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Would anybody? So what is everybody else's plan? You're just following the badger. Is that
I would like to do so stealthily, personally, if possible.
okay? You can make me a stealth check.
Thank you.
I would like to
24.
Oh my god.
Nicely done, sir.
Mhm.
How un-Jake-like of you.
It's a new game, new character, new roles, my man.
You Jake knew him, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'd like to use Mage Hand to carry a torch
Okay.
as far in front of me as possible.
Sure. This was something we talked about, and I wanted to bring this up because you brought up Mage Hand. So we had talked about possibly using Mage Hand as an in combat rolling its
BG3
own.
style, yeah.
But I also realized in BG3, Mage Hand is once a short rest because of the fact that it works in combat. So that's how they offset the fact that it's combat utilized, is it's once a short rest as opposed to constantly available.
Interesting.
So
Send your mage hand in, slap them, 1 damage, dies.
It has 3 hit points in BG3.
Does it? Mine only ever had 1.
Well, one of mine did. I don't know.
Wow, okay.
Maybe that's just Gale. Who knows? Anyway, carrying the torch in front of you, that's fine. You can it illuminates again more of this crevasse that you can see. Again, it does feel there's that kind of cold breeze that was blowing this way and kind of out the door. It feels colder than it should given the temperature outside, and presumably I know you're subterranean here, so like it will be slightly cooler, but this is colder than it should be. Yeah.
It's not even that. It's the fact that the D20 on my screen rolled onto a 1 and then slowly rolled to a 7 for my wild magic
Oh,
search.
jeez. That would have been hilarious. What a way. Started off with a bang.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and cast the light cantrip on my shield.
Okay. We got light glowing here, multiple light sources. I will say, with your badger eyes, the bridge that's closest to you, you can see that there are what looks to be corpses or bodies underneath the bridge, kind of like in the crevasse.
How deep is the crevasse?
The crevasse is, let's see, 5 to 10 feet wide and 20 feet deep. But it's craggy enough that you think the walls would be easily climbable with no check necessary.
Okay.
I'm going to ball my fist up to get its attention
Yeah.
to try to hold.
Okay.
and I will cast in ritual style detect magic on the bridge.
Oh, so somebody does have detect magic. He wasn't here when we were having the discussion about magic. Okay. So
I got it on my second.
Time goes by. Your detect magic pops. What does your detect magic look like? How does the casting of this look like?
The casting would flow from the emblem on my shield of the Shantae Wraith.
Mm-hmm.
And as I kind of point the shield in that direction, there's just going to be that little bit of life and sprig growth, this little bit of greenery as it binds and reaches up and over to the bridge and runs across it. And I would say it's either safe if it blooms or it's it withers if there's magic.
Well, it stays up for a minute, so you've got it currently, but what I will tell you is that the bridge itself doesn't appear to be magical, but the crevasse itself, kind of the lower portion of it, is glowing with a magic. I guess depending on how you interpret it, a wilty magic, and you can tell with your detect magic that it is in fact necromantic in nature, the bottom of this crevasse.
There's death in that crevasse.
Yes, we could smell it.
But not just the death and decay of flesh. Necromancy.
Now, I will also say that you as a cleric know that probably in the general perception, necromancy is often viewed as usually an evil thing, but there are certain necromantic spells that are,
like false life, I think, is necromancy.
Gentle repose, which you saw cast by Sister Gabriel. Or Gariel, rather. That is also a necromancy spell. Not inherently evil in its nature, but because it's dealing with the dead.
Yep.
So anyway, just throwing it out there. And the bodies, now that you kind of have lit it up, the bodies that are in there are kind of in that, amidst that aura.
Well, there's several ways to go. I say we pick one. Is this staircase to our left? Is that upstairs?
That staircase to your left is downstairs.
All right. Well, if we are underneath the manor, either this is a silly storage area or perhaps the headquarters is further down. I'd be willing to check this out first if you guys are amenable. Badger nods, yes.
Nods, yeah. Sit goes over to the wall and starts like scraping. Since I have a dig speed, I'm just gonna scrape up some of the rocks that are in the wall, and she like kind of takes them in her hand and like almost like a beaver, like uses her back little legs to come over. And I'm just gonna hand them to someone so that I can save them for later.
I just have a little pouch that's already open. Right.
Well, while doing that, a few things. So first of all, one,
oh no,
you see that the goblin bodies that are in there don't look like the goblins that you fought. They look odd, off. Their skulls look elongated.
Okay.
Like much more back, kind of up. Not like xenomorphic completely.
I was about to ask.
More crystal skull-ish, less full-on xenomorph. Still discernible as a goblin, right? Facial features, the ears, what you expect a goblin to look like, but their skulls are, again, sort of larger.
This is about to turn into a different kind of fan fiction.
Hey, man. Don't go put your face in any weird eggs you find. That's all I'll tell you.
I hate, man.
I know. We could talk about it after.
That's a whole challenge.
But at that point, though, I would like.
Let's put on a turtleneck.
Hmm. I think you killed Jonathan there for a second.
What's happening? You
I
got what's
would
happening?
like, actually, specifically, Seneth, I would like you
Shit.
to make me a deception check.
Deception.
I would, yes.
I have a +6 for some reason.
Deception. Disgrace.
Don't you fuck. Oh. Hey, 24.
Jesus.
Oh. 18 + 6, baby.
Okay. You feel like a weird tingle in your brain, but
My sexy senses, they're going off.
yeah. And while that's happening, Mr. Bronson, I'd like you to give me one as well.
Ooh,
Deception?
Deception, please.
Bronson, buddy. Come on. I believe in you.
Oh yeah, 20.
Damn, all right. And I feel like the badger is a badger, so we're gonna ignore the badger's deception check, and then one from Bishop as well.
Okay, that's a 17.
What?
All right.
We have turned over a new leaf.
It's a
Whatever
new day,
we're
baby.
deceiving, we've deceived.
Well, everybody except for Jake.
Jake, god damn it.
So Jake, if you wanna, I mean,
What about guidance?
Oh.
well, it's not up right now.
I'm a badger.
But no, didn't he still have guidance? Doesn't it last?
No, it's
Not
one
that
time.
long.
Oh,
So
I thought it
it's-
was. Oh,
it's
you're
a-
right. I'm thinking of
so-
bless.
Yeah,
This
So-
isn't perma shadow heart guidance.
yeah. Also, you got a concentration spell up anyway, which is detect magic, so it would go down if you cast guidance. But
All fair.
yeah, if you wouldn't mind sending me through some form that secret that I asked you
Sure.
to provide to me.
I'll do that now.
While that's happening too, I will also say, with your detect magic coming from like one of the pockets of Bishop's clothing, you're getting like a faint necromantic aura as well, Bronson.
Say that again?
Yeah, there's like your detect magic is up, right? So like his backpack or pocket, you're getting a faint. He hasn't sent me it, so it's not tied to the secret. I'll just throw that out there. Yeah, a faint necromantic aura from that as well.
Boy.
I will be discreet
Mm-hmm.
and lean in for a whisper towards Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm just writing in my notepad about this.
Bishop, getting a strong feeling that there's something inside your backpack that's not quite right.
I'm trying to type and role play at the same time.
Enjoy, Jake. Enjoy.
Welcome back to AOL. We used to do
yes.
this all the time.
This
Indeed,
is how you
ASL.
beat Jake in Smash Brothers, is you just talk to him and then his whole game falls apart.
You're absolutely true.
Bowser
I slowly take
supremacy.
off my pack
Yeah.
and put it on the ground.
Yeah, it's definitely in the pack.
Um,
Go ahead and open the pack and put your face in it.
yeah.
You are a character
Would've got it
named
through the
Bishop.
Mogwai
We're
in
already
there.
on the right track here.
That's a very good point.
You get the little
Um,
ripped in half. You know how it goes. We know.
You know
How
what?
dare you.
I'll just we'll just leave this here. We'll pick it up on the way back. How does that sound?
All your stuff's in it.
Yeah, so I'll pick it back up on the way. You said there's necromancy in my backpack. That's not mine.
I didn't say anything about necromancy.
You said there was something in my backpack? I'm sorry, I am still trying to type and do this at the same
I
time.
left it open-ended, Bishop. Is there a monkey's paw in there? What's in there?
You know what? Let's open up and find out.
All right.
And
I'm
I
gonna hold
unlatch
my
it.
shield up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Step back from
I'm gonna
this.
tow it open with my foot after I unlatch it.
All right. You unlatch it and you tow it open with your foot. Your foot gets pulled in. No, I'm just kidding. You open it up and
Back
there is a little. You're greeted by a small little face,
Oh,
but it's an
hell no.
inanimate face. It's that jade statuette of the frog
Oh,
with the tiny golden orbs for eyes.
oh.
And it's got a faint, well, not faint now that you've opened the backpack. It is got a necromantic glow about this little statuette.
Didn't we sell that?
And that's why I had the conversation from earlier.
Well, we'll say we have it then.
Yeah.
It makes sense to have it right now.
Yeah.
We haven't spent enough money for it to really be a thing.
That's true. No, for sure.
um,
That frog's looking at me the wrong way, Bishop.
and it is magical. The frog is magical. And it is
Mhm.
necromancy magic.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and there's two small children and a woman who are missing right now. So I close this back up and lock it, and I'll say, Bronson, thank you for bringing this to my attention, and we will deal with this just as soon as possible. But I really want to go down those stairs and explore further into this cave system.
Let's just make sure we check on that thing before we fall asleep.
All right. You are 100% correct, and I have written it into my notes, and we will do that. Hey, I'll set a reminder.
And
in
then
my
as this is
memory
happening,
palace.
you, in your head, Bishop,
Mhm.
hear, I like notes. Tell me about these notes. What notes are you taking?
And I stop. I gently nudge the badger, and I
No, don't go. No, stay here with me.
and I put my head off down the stairs, like down the stairs, badger. Mm-hmm.
Squeak, squeak, squeak 'em.
Oh, cool. Squeakity squeak, squeak, squeak 'em.
Did you send me that thing yet, Jake? Oh,
It's I did on Discord.
gotcha. And then in your head, you hear, huh, is this, is rushing into things what happened to Gloria?
My eyes get big, but I don't say anything because I'm trying to be sneaky.
And it's like, it's okay. I'll see you when you come back. I know.
I don't even
and
think
then-
a thought
and
towards
then
it.
and it says, I can tell you about what's down here. I can tell you about the glass staff if you just come back to the crevasse. I can tell you about everyone that's here. You can know everything before you walk into it. I only require, well, we could just have a conversation. That's all.
Mm-mm.
I can
Mm-mm.
promise you gold and magic things.
I hold Bronson's hand and start walking down the stairs. Come on, let's go.
It's okay. He can come too. Bring him with you.
I'm going to
I'm not
insight
going to
check
respond this thing.
Bishop's behavior.
Okay.
Why are you holding my hand?
Oh, with an 8. Come on, Bishop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's follow the badger.
Bronson, I am afraid of the dark. I can't see in
I
the
understand
dark.
it. Night is dark and full of terrors, Bishop.
Thank you. Also, we have a frog discussion to have later.
All right. You guys come
You
down
like
this
frog legs. Yeah.
this hallway, and you see the doors that you see.
Oh, would you look at that? Somebody in the chat claimed a trinket.
I saw.
for
I'm working.
Senna.
I did see that. Why don't you go
Who
ahead?
could that have been?
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a percentile die?
It doesn't have to be right now, but
Oh, well, roll it for me now, and I'll see if I can't make it make sense.
oh, gee.
I love this about you. This is one of my. Just wait. I have so many things planned. for you.
79.
You're my loot box
I'm your loot
gambler
goblin,
guy.
dude.
So
I
this
love.
is Jake knows. I tap into his desire for gambling constantly in these games.
He does. It's bad.
Oh, you're enabling me. I appreciate that about you, Ted.
As you're walking and they're kind of heading ahead of you, Seneth, you'll hear a voice in your head.
Fuck.
And it says, hey, that other guy ran away. Don't leave. Come over to the crevasse. I have things for you. I have a necklace for you and some gold and other magic things. And I could tell you all about what's here. All of the enemies that you may face. I'm just looking to strike a deal. That's all. Come on back. I promise you no harm. Let's talk. You seem reasonable. I like that other guy. He just ran away. Held that other guy's hand.
I am going to. Is Soot near me still, or did they?
The badger
leave?
went ahead, I think, if we look at the map.
Yeah. Okay. And so, and Bishop and Bronson went together.
Yeah. Yep. Well, look at our map.
Okay. I think all you hear is, you guys hear a quiet yet building. Bronson.
Shh. Come on.
It's okay. I promise you, I will tell you about the glass staff.
Bronson.
I'll tell you about the red brands.
Bronson.
It's a magical necklace.
I'm trying to shimmy past Bishop to get to like Bronson because it's a tight hallway. Bronson. Oh, I think I'm possessed. Bronson, there's a voice in my head, and it's not my own this time.
You're not possessed, I promise.
Can you hear a voice?
Bitch.
I'm gonna hold both your hands, Bronson. Bronson, it's telling me things.
Yep, come here. Bishop, come
when
here.
when you say come here, I think you mean for a hug, so I start wrapping my arms around.
Soot, they're calling us back. They're calling us
It's
back.
like 20 feet ahead.
Duh. Bronson, what is it?
Can I get you to make me a deception check now, LB?
Uh-huh.
If you wouldn't mind.
Bronson, what is it? What did you call me for?
11.
We talked. So and then you get a message in your badger brain. You know, there's a lot more rocks in this crevasse. Just saying. You're a badger.
Rocks?
Come on over.
I'm not a badger.
But you're a badger now. What do they know?
I am
Badgers?
going to cast protection from evil and good.
Okay. On who? So this one, I think I don't know, does it have an upcast? No, you don't even have level 2 spells yet. So who are you casting it on?
Oh,
And it says, you know, I've got magic things. I've got some rocks in here.
I would
I
cast
can
on.
tell you
Sinneth
all about
said
what's
he was
in
the
here.
one that felt like he was being possessed.
Yeah.
So that would be the first person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like,
Sit kind of moves back, like sees you guys, and like goes under Bronson's legs, and like is big enough to like. So for a second, Bronson is on her back, and then she kind of shifts underneath him, like puts a paw up, like hold on 1 second. She's gonna go back towards the ledge and kind of look over.
Oh, no, badger.
and then you see kind of deep down in like the crevasse, you see like a little, like there's like a hole in the wall, and kind of like, see, they just didn't want to talk to me. And you see like kind of peering out, you see like open one singular lidded green eyeball kind of glowing from the dark. And it says, will you talk with me?
Yeah, what's up?
Your friends are very unreasonable.
Sometimes.
He says, I don't really like the people in here. I like this. This is my manor. I want to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like them. Do you have food?
Not currently. I'm a badger.
Well, I guess.
Do you not eat these goblins?
No, that's gross.
Oh. Fair.
They're weird. I don't like it. They just throw all the dead things in here so they don't rot as fast.
Why?
There's
They're
magic
cold?
there's magic in here that preserves things.
Oh.
I know all this because I used to be a wizard.
Really?
Yeah. I got greedy though. And now I'm this. And he kind of makes his way out. And he is we can just throw it on he looks like this.
Oh. Why is he kind of cute?
Cute.
He's cute. I'm adorable.
And he's like, yes, anyway, I don't really like them.
No, I wouldn't either. They took over your home.
Yeah, so if you could get them out of here, that'd be great. Or if you have food. I
Can
like
we hear
food.
you chittering as you talk to this thing?
It's all mental. It's all
Oh, that's right.
telepathic.
Yeah. What kind of food are you thinking?
I don't leave for fear of being dispatched by adventurers.
Guess that's understandable. Can you just hold
yeah.
on for a second?
He says, okay. And he kind of
Okay.
squirrels himself back a little bit into this little cave.
While you guys are bickering, the badger
We're
goes
all
over
holding
to,
hands now.
the badger goes over to send this bag, and you see just hands kind of go in, and she snoots in there and grabs some rations with her mouth, and she goes carry on with her paw, and then she goes back over to the edge.
He says, oh, you're back. They were so scared of me.
Well, are you scary for a reason?
I mean, I can be. People are mean.
Mm-hmm.
But you're bringing food, and I like food.
Yeah. She kind of tosses it in for him.
And he he eats the food. He's very excited about it. And he's like, oh, I love food.
Looks good.
It's so good.
Well, we're gonna kill all those guys, or at least get them out of here, so that should be good, right?
That would be great. Do you want to know what I know?
I mean, yeah, if it's helpful.
I mean, who decides what's helpful?
That's a good point. Are there any monsters down here we should look out for?
Well, there are there's bugbears and goblins. There are bandits and ruffians and the glass staff, the leader. He has a magic staff made out of glass. I could see the magic with my eyeball.
Oh. Do you want to come with us?
No. I don't think your friends like me very much.
Oh, well, sometimes they're closed-minded, but, I mean, you're really nice, right? You're not going to hurt us.
You gave me food.
Yeah.
I like food.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like them.
My friends?
No, the other people.
Oh, right.
There are skeletons and maybe goblins. I don't know if there's still goblins. Also, they talk a lot about a spider.
Oh.
They say that he hired the Rebrand's spider.
A spider?
I don't know. That's what they say.
Okay.
and he also hired the bugbears to help,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently he hired Redbrands to try to keep adventurers away from here. The spider,
Oh, I see.
and they mentioned something about bringing people, regular
Mhm.
people, to some crypts in here.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay. Where are the crypts?
I don't know. I don't really leave here. If they see me out and about,
Oh.
they threaten me with things.
Oh, that's very sad.
Anyway, you're very nice. I like you.
Thank you. I think you're pretty nice too.
Here. And he says, I have a
What?
thing. And he sneaks down into his little cave. And he brings up a rock. And he gives it to you. And it's a citrine. So it's like a
Ooh.
nice kind of yellowy green faceted gemstone.
Ooh.
Now we're actually seeing this, right? We're seeing this.
Well, she's kind of like, there's a badger. I don't know what you guys have been doing. You've been like huddled together. I'm assuming you're seeing.
Kenneth, all I'm saying is that I need to hold Bronson's hands because I can't see in the dark and we both fight melee, okay?
Well, I understand that, but there's a demon in my head right now, and I need his hands because he believes in this god of something or other, and I think that's the only thing I've gotten close to.
Just
is religion.
burn it out. Use your firepower and just
That's
burn
not how
it out.
fire works.
It is 100%.
Think
That's
it's
what we're
pure
doing.
thoughts.
I start putting the spear in my mouth. I'm like, "Well, maybe it does work then."
He gives you this citrine, and it is what fundamentally, and he says it's a magic stone. And it lets you do special things with magic. He says,
Thank you.
this one can make you have your magic non-detectable, but only one time.
Ooh.
So, he says, you can trust me. It's a magic stone. There are more of these in the hills and things around the city.
Really?
Yes, many kinds, variety of magics.
I like rocks and stones, so I really appreciate that. And then she like moves away from the edge and goes back to the where everyone's arguing, and you see her again go in the bag and then
Don't
go
even
into the
question it, I
smaller
just-
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the smaller bag out and funnel through and find a rock that is not from this cave, and she kind of carries it in her mouth over to the edge, and she like looks back at everyone and shakes her head and then hands
I'm
him
gonna
the rock.
follow this
Yeah.
time.
You
After
follow,
the second time of going through my
you
backpack, I
see
think.
the rock kind of tumble down, and you see this large eyeballed creature down in the bottom of the cave take the rock, and just kind of like it's looking, no words are coming from its mouth.
The
It's
badger
I look at
nods.
it. I look at Soot. I look at it. I look back at Soot.
and it says, if you defeat or kill's probably best, the glass staff, and show me that he is dead, I'll show you my other magical things.
The badger goes like this.
He's like, I have no, and he like pulls out like a chest and like puts it back.
Ooh, that's awesome. Thank you. We'll do our best.
And he says also, if you do kill him, I want to eat him because I don't like him.
Okay.
Goblins
That works
taste
for me.
gross. People are better.
I bet.
Okay. And he goes back into his little cave.
Oh,
I look
wait.
back.
Yeah.
Before he does that, I look back at Soot. And I'm gonna reach back into my bag and I'm gonna pull out another one of the good berries.
Haha.
Wait,
Okay.
why did these goblins look weird?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. That's a
I'm
thumbs up from Bronson.
Yeah.
gonna toss one down there because I want this thing to be as full as possible, and I have no idea that this thing is what's been telepathically talking to everyone else.
He will take the good berry and like sniff it, and start eating it, and then he looks up at you with that staring, singular eye, and he says, I don't know you, in your brain. And he says, but you're not half bad. He says, that one guy, he ran away, and he was holding your hand.
Still holding his hand.
I'm also still holding his hand.
But he's not talking to you. He's like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he's good in a fight. I'd be careful. He seems scared. Also,
You're not half bad
sometime
yourself.
ask him about Gloria. You should know.
Thank you. You have a name?
Sarnak. I was once a great wizard.
Sarnak.
Not anymore.
I'm sure there's some of that wizard still left inside you.
I think it's right here. And he like pokes his finger into like his gut. He's like, I think that's where it is. He said, bring me the glass staff to eat. And he goes back into his little hole.
Soot looks up at him, at Bronson.
Mm.
Big sigh of relief. Firm head pats for Badger Soot. Good job.
Oh, and he'll go back to you, Bronson, as before you leave, and he goes, I can't talk to the other one, the non-hand, the second hand holding one. I can't talk to him anymore. But I have a thing for him. He seemed interested in this. And you'll see like a little necklace like come up out of the pit and like tink 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 at the ground.
I will drop the concentration on it.
And then you feel the protection from evil and good dissipate off of you, and he goes,
What are you doing?
That's for you, he says to you in your brain, Seneth.
I still freeze for a second. I'm like, Bronson.
It's okay.
we
Would I
cool
lie
with
to
this?
you? It's fine. Pick it up. You know you want it. It's magic.
None.
All right. I trust Soot implicitly, so as soon as I get the nod from them, I grab it.
Okay. You have an amulet, which is a trinket that you got. It is an amulet that allows you to cast thaumaturgy, the cantrip.
Hey yo.
So there you
Does
go.
it have a cooldown or anything?
No, it's just a cantrip, like regular.
Nice.
I think each one of the classes has like an item that lets you cast a non-combat effective cantrip. Like there's like I think like monks have a headband that lets you cast create water, stuff like that. Little
Nice.
cantrip action.
I don't know.
Nothing
how to spell
too crazy.
thaumaturgy. There it is.
No, nothing too crazy. That, folks, is the power of
A
trinkets.
friendship. Oh.
I mean, sure. I mean, Sarnak's your friend now, as far as
Maybe
he
the
knows.
trinkets are the friends we made along the way.
It's possible.
Only have the value we assign him.
Right. Well,
So now there's two doors.
one of them always lies.
Yeah. You got left and right. Where are you going?
Adventurers always go left.
I think so. Honestly, I don't know why that's a thing, but left always feels natural.
It's true.
That's
Oh
what it
yeah,
is.
let's keep going left, I think then.
All right. So who's going first?
Badger.
Yeah, Badger.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll take the rear.
And is my stealth check still up from before?
Sure. Nobody else heard. Just the guy who's talking to you in your brain.
All right, fair enough.
When you get up to the door, Badger, go ahead and make me a perception check.
$15.
Okay, you can hear several voices through the door. What languages do you speak?
Personally,
Sure.
Common, deep speech, druidic, dwarvish, and sylvan.
Okay. It is none of those languages. But it is the kind of gruff, guttural tones of what what goblin sounds like. Goblin voices.
How many?
You can't tell.
Oh,
Just that there are multiple language signatures through the door there.
Soot's paw goes up and then touches her ear, finger forward, and goes 3-ish.
Okay. Plan team.
All right. I pull my rapier out and I give a quick finger across the throat, and then I give a thumbs up with a questioning face.
I nod my head, and I will prepare to cast Bless upon seeing combatants.
All right.
Okay.
Who's opening the door?
I have
I'm up.
hands.
Okay.
Can the badger open a door? Is it-
No,
Heck yeah,
they don't have
badgers can open
thumbs.
doors.
I
I could
think
use the mage hand.
you could.
I
use
mean,
the
I'll
mage hand.
open it. I gotta stab them to fight them.
Mhm.
So
They do have handles. It says so. It's not knobs. It's handles.
Mhm.
No.
So
Oh.
potentially you can do the dog,
Swipe
knock the
it.
handle down, and push it open.
Not a badger-proof hideout.
No, it's
Uh-huh,
not. They
obviously.
didn't know. I mean, some of them have locks. This one, coincidentally, I will just give you the heads up. It's not locked. So
all right, great. All right, cool. I say we jump in and ambush them then.
Hell yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna bust in the door and hiss.
all right, you bust in the door, and this is what you see. This barrack contains 4 roughly built wooden bunks with heaped blankets and dirty dishes scattered about. A strong smell of unwashed bodies and rotten meats fills the air. 4 tall, furry humanoids are lounging in the mess, barking orders at... I have to think about this. Well, no. We'll go. Barking orders at a goblin. Your sudden appearance causes the goblin to faint.
Oh,
And we're gonna take a
guy.
We're gonna take a. Our party, as you can see, has found their way into this room with a bunch of bugbears and a goblin. You busted open the door. Badger busted open the door. The goblin faints, and now we have. Well, what do we have? What's your guys' plan? These bugbears are kind of like, huh? Looking around.
So the minute I saw combatants, I was going to cast Bless. So
Okay.
Bless is going to go up on the party.
I mean, we did the whole like, hey, we're killing these guys thing. So
Then that's fine. Roll for initiative.
all right, great. I got a 16.
Okay. Bishop got 16.
Niner.
9 for Bronson.
19.
19 for Soot. Senate.
Actually, it was a 20. I just didn't
So we
roll
don't get a
wrong.
surprise round?
Well, I still got to roll for initiative.
Okay.
This Baldur's Gate taught you nothing?
Hey, I don't know why
Surprise.
why are you yelling at me right now? Okay.
You know if I was yelling.
Damn. Okay.
So.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Oof, that's what I get for talking shit. Not one.
Which puts you. You might still have a chance of going first. I don't know how good these guys are.
It puts me at a 3, technically.
Okay. All right. That's not the worst.
It's not the best.
It's not the best. It's not the worst though. All right. So let us get to proper section and pull up some bugbears. They have a okay. So actually, Soot, you are up first.
The hiss goes out as the bugbear or as the giant badger runs in. I'm going to attack. I'm gonna go to the back quarter and hit
Sure.
this guy back here.
All right.
And I get 2 attacks, multi-attack, a bite and a claw. Bite is orange. So that's an 18 to hit on the first one.
That is a hit.
And it's gonna do 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
The claw was just a 6.
That will miss. All right. Next up is Bishop.
All right. Well, I will follow in. My thought has always been take down one target at a go. So I will reach over my giant badger friend here and close in on this bugbear in the corner as well. And let's see. Satisfying sound.
That's a very nice sound.
It does, yeah. It's glass on glass. 19 plus, I think 6, right? Yes, plus 6, 25.
Okay, that hits.
All right, and let's see.
Don't forget your D4s.
Oh yeah, you guys have
Oh.
the D4. The D4 wouldn't have helped you anyway, LB, but you have the D4 of Bless right now.
Yes, indeed. All right, and that will be 9 damage.
9 points of damage.
Solid.
Oh, nope, sorry, 11. I rolled my longbow instead of my rapier, and I have the duelist perk, or whatever, for
So
the extra 2 damage for using a one-handed weapon.
okay, so it was 11. Or
It was 11.
okay. Got it. All right. Then Bronson, you're up next.
I will go ahead and slam my warhammer onto my shield and cast Word of Radiance again.
Okay, where are you going?
Constitution save for all of them, DC 14.
Constitution save. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage here.
Oofta. 1.
Ooh. All right. Everybody has first blood on these guys.
It'd be like that, you know.
Uh-huh.
Ew.
They were not expecting this, so they don't get a turn. As surprise rounds aren't a thing. I'll set the record straight for 5e. Surprise rounds are not a thing. You still roll initiative. They are just surprised as like the condition, so they don't get to do anything on their turn.
Uh-huh.
So then it goes to you, Zenith, with your 3.
That. I'm just gonna cast. I'm just gonna cast Firebolt,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna use my Necklace of Sorcery to use Meta Magic Twin Spell to hit 2 of
Ooh,
them.
Okay, all right.
Nice, nice.
This only counts as 1 wild magic. You don't get 2 for the double firebolt. Meta
I wasn't
magic.
even thinking. I'm
Meta
gonna
magic.
roll the.
Yeah.
I'll roll it now.
What?
Yeah, because Meta Magic only makes it shoot. It makes it target 2 people. It's not.
Yeah, it's not a
activating
second
it, it's 2.
casting.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's a 16, so I'm up to 1 and 3.
Okay.
And now I get to hit. And I'm gonna hit. Do I have a? Would I be able to get a good shot on that bugbear that they've already been trying to hit at?
Yeah, I'll allow it. You can just kind of
Okay.
hop over the shoulder.
Then I'm gonna do that. And rolling 2 attacks. Come on, keep rolling, I'm looking at you, keep rolling. Oof. It is a 15 and a 13 to hit. Not I have blessed.
Don't forget your
Yeah,
D4s.
go ahead and add your d4s.
Okay. For that 15, turns it into a 17.
Mhm.
Nice.
And for that 13, we'll turn it into a. Come on. It's just a 1 into a 14.
So that will miss, but you did need that guidance or that bless to actually turn that other one into a hit. So go ahead and roll the
solid.
damage for that one.
I swear on everything I love and hold dear in this world. It's 1 damage.
Come on. Wait, don't you have elemental adept? So it's 2
That's
damage.
True. It's 2 damage.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, it could have been worse. So that works out.
Could have been worse.
All right. Then it will go back to the top of the round with Soot.
Second verse, same as the first.
Sure.
Bite claw, baby.
Do not forget that you are blessed.
I sure am. I might need it. I did roll a 6 and a 9, so.
Hey.
All right.
That's
13. 13 on the bite. I'm sorry. Yeah, 13 on the bite and 12, 15 on the claw.
Unfortunately, both of those are going to miss.
Okie dokie.
Bishop.
All right. I am getting worried that through this we have yet to take one down.
Mm-hmm.
So I am hoping to put a little spice on this next one. Come on, D4. I am at 16 now. D4 is a 1, so 17.
You're good.
Okay, and I'm gonna smite this guy.
All right.
I don't know what he's got going on, but he needs to die before we do.
He didn't have the blessing of a fire elemental to scorch him to death, so.
Yes. Let's see. 12, 15 plus 6, 21.
Yeah, this guy just. This is the first time we're seeing smites, isn't it?
Yes.
So what is a smite from the Red Knight look like here?
Okay, so I take a quarter step back and then almost like a charge in my stance up through my feet, and then out the front is just a thin red line, almost like a laser, as I lunge forward.
Very cool. All right.
Yes, it's a little hole, but it does its job.
Yeah.
Precision.
Sure, and it does fell that bugbear. Anything else from you?
I will. I'm just gonna move next to the guy in the top right corner,
Gotcha.
one of the other bugbears, so that he doesn't have a freedom of movement.
I see.
Boy, Bishop.
Bronson, it is your turn.
I am going to step in between these bugbears with my shield up. Come on, you big bastards. Come after me. And I'm going to slam on my shield one more time and do good old Word of Radiance. Con save DC 24 or 14.
24. Jeez. I was to say, when did we hit level 17 here? I rolled a natural 20, so they are going to unfortunately
Silvery barbs.
succeed.
Oh,
okay. All right. That's a 6. So that goes off. Give me your Word of Radiance.
I got you, Ro. I got you.
Wow.
Dim barbs. 4.
All right, so
Nice.
that is max damage for the current level. So these two are chunked down 4 hit points. You have advantage on the next, I think, attack roll that you make from the silver, or check you make, or whatever it is from silvery barbs.
I can give. Yeah, I can give. The
or you can give it to
advantage
anybody,
else.
right? Or
Yeah. Who's next after me?
It'll be the top of the round. It'll be Soot.
So I'm gonna give it to Soot then.
Okay. And a wild magic, if you would.
Oh shit. 1 and 3, baby. That's a 15. I'm up to 1 and 4.
All right.
Everybody, okay.
Regularly worried here.
All right, now it's their turn. So let's get some bugbear action going. So you moved into that one there, Bishop. So this guy's gonna attack you with his Morning Star.
That hot bugbear on bugbear action.
That is a dirty 20.
For
That will
free?
do.
And that is going to do 14 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Oh,
Whack! These guys, as though they're some kind of brute with their extra d8 of damage they deal on their hits. Luckily, they didn't surprise you because they do an extra 2d6 damage on the first
I
round
feel
of
like
combat.
we've made a mistake.
Bronson, we got one that's right next to you, so he's going to go. That is an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
5, 8. Only 10 points to you. And where's our other guy? Who's he going to go for? Oh, he can
Start
hit.
eating your berries.
He can hit Seneth, so he's going to go for the Magic Man. Ooh, wait, hang on. 15.
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that hits.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, I have a 12.
4. Ooh, 16 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh, no.
The glass cannon is down.
Okay. Then it is Soot's turn.
Oh boy. Things are going, aren't they? Soot is going to drop Wild Shape.
Is that how does that work? Is that a bonus? Is that free? I forget.
That's
I
a good
thought it was a
Shake it
bonus.
off. Shake it
Get
off.
Go
off.
away, initiative roll. I wasn't.
I don't remember because it doesn't come up too often. Because I'd say almost every time I've seen a druid leave Wild Shape, they didn't choose to do it. It was usually a force.
Using a bonus action on your turn. Yep, bonus action.
Okay, cool. So you use a bonus action. You pop out of Wild Shape. You are now in Soot form.
Yep. Yeah.
What's the play?
That's a good question. I think Soot sees what's happening, and a little like red flare goes off in her eyes as she then uses her action and other wild shape to summon her wildfire spirit.
Ooh.
Sure. Okay. So describe to us what this looks like. Summoning it in.
Yeah, so Soot normally looks very like meek, I guess, when she is attacking, maybe a little joyous, but you see her hair kind of even it starts to turn black and her eyes turn red as she gets this like mysterious smirk on her face, and she begins to conjure fire in her hands. And as she kind of like opens her arms out, the spirit comes like from a little bead of fire from herself and emerges onto the field. This little guy that we met before.
Yeah, I don't have the thing set up for it right now, so we're gonna use
fine.
this. Can I resize this elemental? No, I can't. That's annoying.
Oh.
All right, I will get something for it, but because I think
It's
where you,
small.
yeah, where you place it is I think important as well. So, tell us
And
where. I'll give it to you. Here, I'll make it a fire beetle.
For
Thanks.
a callback to Unplugged. Oh, Jean Grey.
She just says, "Burn them to ash."
And where do you pop him? Can you control him? I don't know if you can. I might have to.
Yeah, I can.
Cool.
I'm gonna pop him right in front of, next to Bronson, so that he is protecting my dear friend. And let's see, that was my action. Hello, little man.
Well, each creature within 10 feet of the spirit other than you, when it appears, must make a dexterity saving throw or take fire damage.
Just kidding. Then I'll summon it right next to me. And maybe hit this bugbear over here.
Yeah, you can definitely hit the one that's fighting Bishop. Yeah, you can definitely do that. So what is your spell save?
My spell save, hello, Simon, is a 14.
Okay, that's a 2. So go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh. That's a 10.
All right, that is...
Oh, yeah.
10 points of fire damage as the spirit appears. Okay, so yeah, all it can do is take the dodge action unless you have a bonus action to command it. So right now,
Mm-hmm.
its turn is immediately after yours. It is taking the dodge action. Then it will go to you, Bishop.
All right. Well, this is a bit of a sticky situation we have found ourselves in. However, I will attempt a stab at this fellow here.
All right.
He's in front of me. I'm in front of him. We are squared off. Okay. 16 on the die.
You're
plus
good.
6 plus bless. All that. I got a smite again.
Yeah.
This time I will bring it through a little more sideways. Let's see, 10. Oh, good. 2 8s and a 2, so that's 18 plus 6. Love being a paladin. That's 24 damage.
Down
Yes.
goes this bugbear as you swing
Yes.
across with your rapier.
Thank goodness, because now I can use my bonus action to close in on Seneth. And
Yes.
given our unconscious rules,
Oh,
normally
that's-
I'd give him 1 hit point and be like, good luck, pal. But I will use lay on hands for 8. That way I have 2 left for this
the
or
tank.
that.
Sure.
So yes, I'll lean down, I'll brush Seneth's hair back off of his face, and as I do, there's a like a red light, like a warming lamp, and that'll exactly, yeah. I'm just heating him up. I'm just heating him back up. I know he's a little fire boy and he needs a little heat.
All right. You have now give yourself 8 hit points there, Seneth, and then after Bishop's turn's over, Bronson.
What's
Just
your hit point total?
16 at least.
Mine 14.
14. All right. So
Yeah.
he's more than halfway right now.
I'm a soft boy.
Be sure to eat your berries.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's your turn. There's just the 2 bugbears left. Bronson.
All right. Since he went in with lay on hands, I'm going to save my preserve life. I'm going to use my bonus action to swig back a berry, give myself 4 points.
Sure.
So now I'm 15 and 21, and I will swing my warhammer
Do it.
at. Can I select this guy?
I don't think it has a select.
The
But- oh, I-
northernmost bugbear.
I see. Yep.
Come on, Yahtzee.
Is that a 10?
13 total.
Is unfortunately not enough.
Do I
with
have
your-
a advantage from the barbs?
Well, he gave it to Soot.
Never mind.
So that is a miss, and you did your bonus action to eat your berry. Cool.
Yep.
So then it goes to the bugbear's turn.
Hmm.
The southernmost bugbear is going to attempt to hit you,
Oh,
Bronson.
when you said southernmost, I thought they had like a southern accent. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Southernmost bugbear.
Indeed.
I do declare.
We all declare.
Listen, we were just sitting here on our bunks torturing this goblin, and you just came out of nowhere, kicked down our door, and then threw fire at us. So I tell you what, I say I'm going to roll this d20 and roll a 13, and I don't know if that hits you, but we're
That
going to
does
find
not
out.
hit.
Hang on, that's on the
Throw my
die.
shield up.
That is a 17.
17 does not hit.
All right, well then I guess I won't hit you this time, but I'm going to go for that soft boy over there, says the
no.
other one.
Oh God, leave me alone.
Oh, and you're prone, so that is advantage.
Oh, no.
That is a 17 to hit.
Question.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not the start of my next turn, so my reaction hasn't come back, has it?
it is not.
Eh.
All right.
That natural 1 on your initiative coming in deadly.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
no. Would he have had his turn? Did we skip him after he went unconscious?
no, his turn's next. He's at
No.
the end.
I'm at the end.
But you didn't make any death saves, did you? Oh yeah, you did. You got a 9. Never mind. I'm sad. All right.
I did make a death save.
No, he went down last turn, and then you got him up on
I
your turn.
I would have made a death save this turn.
He didn't get a
okay.
chance
Popped
to
me up
go yet.
beforehand. Yeah.
You just got him up.
I
And
literally
then,
just what? And then
Right. So
Like
the
shit, Ron.
bugbears go, knock him out, then he should have gone, right? And rolled the death save, and then I brought him back up.
maybe?
That's the only way it could
Yeah,
have
you're
worked.
right. There would have been a death save in there, I guess.
It was
you do
just
have a
so
reaction.
so
It
he
was-
would have his reaction. I
Uh,
may be a simple
Well,
country
hang on,
D&D lawyer.
hang on. Well, it doesn't matter
This
anyway.
is
'cause he-
why even the smallest of parties need to have an initiative order.
Yeah. Well, it actually wouldn't matter even if he failed his death save because he got back up before he would have had to make another one.
Right. Could have been a
So-
natural one.
Yeah. It could have been. We'll never know. Let's see. I'm curious because when you're incapacitated, you can't take actions or reactions.
not
And
really
you're
quickly. though.
incapacitated when you're unconscious. But
But,
then you got
I'm not incapacitated right now. and
as
it
of
wasn't
this
my
attack.
turn.
Yes,
Right.
correct. Yeah,
Quick question though.
sure.
Armor class versus to hit.
Yeah.
Meet it to beat it.
Yeah.
For hitting, yeah. If I meet it,
Then it wouldn't matter anyways. My fucking it would bring me to 17, and you rolled a 17 to hit, so I'm
Yeah.
screwed no matter what.
So-
Ah,
then you're gonna take. I rolled 9 points of damage,
I'm down.
so you're down again.
Nope.
And that's the end of their turn. Seneth, it's your turn. Go ahead and make me a death save that you can send to me privately from somewhere.
I added you as a friend on Discord, so if you would kindly.
I will kindly do just that.
oh, there is an option on D&D Beyond that you can roll things just for
The DM. There is an
DM.
option for that.
Is there?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like on your rolls. I forget how you do it, but
You click the die you want to do, and then it says to everyone.
Oh, I see it.
Or the dungeon master.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or the southernmost bugbear for me to have a civil conversation.
mhm.
You are shitting me. Sorry, that's the same die I roll. That's the same number I rolled in real life.
Oh.
Wow, that's twice now.
That's
Okay.
twice that I've done that.
Yeah, all right. So got it. Thank you. Logged.
Wow.
It is to the top of the round. So
Noted.
there are 2 bugbears left.
Yeah, Ned. Next time,
Yeah.
just somebody to go fuck myself. Like Jesus.
She will use her bonus action to command the flame spirit, fire spirit, to attack. Let's see, that is +6 to hit.
Mhm.
The southernmost one.
Mm.
Well, how dare
That's a 18 to hit.
I do declare that does it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Simon, I'm busy. And
I'm
that's going
sorry,
to
Mr.
be
Bugbear, but our sympathies just do not align.
max damage. So 8 fire damage.
Nice.
Mommy?
Nice.
Hell
And
yeah.
as
Mommy?
she's gonna, as this is firing over her shoulder, she's slowly walking towards this bugbear. Fire igniting in her hands. She's gonna get right up on him. And cast Burning Hands. So
Okay.
he's going to make a dex save of 14.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That is a. Let's see. That is going to be a
Why did I
15.
roll a d20?
That is a 15, so it will succeed.
Okay.
Like half damage,
so
though.
that's
Still
So
three
it's-
barbs.
10, and then.
Yeah, you're
so it's
unconscious.
Gonna take 5 damage.
Okay.
Already halved. And as she's doing this, you guys notice that she is just fully like the guy from Full Metal Alchemist, when she's just burning that guy to death. with the
Mustang.
snap.
Mustang.
Mustang.
She
Every fucking nerd in here. Mustang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mustang, of
We know.
course.
Got it.
My
she
favorite.
says that
Solar
she's
Warlock
like just
build.
igniting him on fire, just everything turns to ash. She is fully immersed in this.
All right. Bishop.
Oh dear. Well,
Alright,
2
2
levels of
left.
exhaustion in.
I'm excited to try out these new rules. This is fun.
Oh shit! I forgot about this.
Yeah, dude. At the
Yeah.
end of this combat, you're gonna be
Oh,
hit with 2
no.
levels of exhaustion.
What sucks if I gave you all 10, you would have lived through that, but who knew?
Yeah, you would have by 1 point. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we get the exhaustion again? I've already forgotten.
Oh, if you go down to 0 in combat,
Okay,
you
zero,
get
yeah.
a level of exhaustion per each time you go to 0, but you don't get it. It hits you all at once after combat.
Yeah.
So right now he's gonna end this combat with 2 levels when he gets at the end of it. If he makes it to the end, we'll see. It'll be 2 levels of exhaustion.
All right. I am going to look over at Bronson, motion to Seneth, be like, "Do you have him?"
I got him.
Okie dokie. And I will go move in on the bugbear that keeps attacking Seneth,
Mhm.
the
Thank you.
northern bugbear, because I like him, and I'm trying not to let him
Lit-
die.
Listen, I don't know what you're coming here, and I'm in here up in the north. I'm the northern bugbear, and you got all these problems.
He's a Yankee.
Yeah, I don't know what your problem is with me. You and your friends come into my room, start messing around with my stuff.
Give me your chopped cheese.
That is a 16 to hit.
Go for a chopped cheese right now.
That is a hit.
Who wouldn't?
Oh, thank you, bless, because I had a 14. I rolled a
All right.
2. I cannot do anything anymore because I've used all of my spell slots because I am a paladin. Okay, 12 damage.
All right. He's still alive.
Yep, and I'll say, all
right.
Bonus action, I'm gonna eat a berry.
Okay. And then it will go to you, Bronson.
All right,
Those
I
berries are
will.
nice.
They come in clutch, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Preserve Life and slam my Warhammer on my shield and emanate that radiance of life through the ground. These little vines twirl out where I can give Sineth 5 HP, and then I can divvy up the other half at this level. So, gauging, looking over at it, it looks like I'm gonna send 3 to Bishop and 2 to Soot.
All right.
I haven't taken any damage.
Oh, that's right. You swapped out. So I'll send the other 5 to Bishop then.
All right, I will gladly take that. That puts me at 17 total.
And I will throw down another berry. Come on, you big son of a bitch. Come after me.
All right. So fun fact that I just thought of: 3 levels of exhaustion. Not that it's going to come up because it happens after combat, but that's disadvantage on saving throws, and death saves are a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So it compounds. So it really just works well in trying to be more lethal, which is what we're shooting for.
Get
Yeah.
pounded, Sineth.
I was gonna say, speaking of pound, could you not?
Yeah, hang on. The northernmost gentleman has a ticket for you.
Oh no, he's not going after me. I just stabbed him.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
Ooh,
It's
that's a-
fine. I
How's he
get
getting
it.
around him?
they're right next to each other.
We are right next to each other.
Mhm. What is it?
That is an 18
Come on,
on
I'm
the die.
just trying to get an attack of opportunity over here, all right?
Fuck
You're
you.
conscious. So...
I silvery barbs.
Oh, okay. That is a 4.
Oh God,
Yes.
I'm gonna give advantage to Bishop.
Okay. And then
Protecting me right
Bronson.
now.
Bronson, this guy's going for you. Oh no, he's going for Soot. She shot him with fire.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just banging on my shield over here.
and he's like, "Well, listen, sir, that is very loud and annoying, but this young lady set my bugbear hair on fire."
Can't you see I'm the tank? Hit me!
He's got only a 13 though.
That does not hit.
All
Let's
right,
go.
that's their turn.
She just barely moves out of the way. It's just
Ah.
locked onto him.
Seneth.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, okay. That'd been great.
It was still rolling, and it was taking a minute to stop.
Okay, all right.
That's a 9, so I'm to 1 and 5 now.
All right, and it is your turn, sir.
Oh God, for the love of God, let me die.
You are capable of getting up off the ground now if you would like.
I'm going to. Let's see. I got a couple things here I can use.
Level 2 death bunkhouse.
Yeah, right. How many? There's still 2 of them.
Yeah.
They're still looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire then. That's my last slot.
Okay. Sure. Dex saves from them.
Yep. 14.
The southernmost one fails. The northern one succeeds.
Okay, they are highlighted a
Get out of here with your fairy fire.
bright violet. Now we got advantage against them. So
And
we
I
got
would
that
like you
going
to
for
make
us.
that roll, please.
Oh shit!
Ah, shit. This is a thing you chose.
I did, and I'm super. I regret nothing.
Yes. Come on.
There it is. 2.
Yeah.
We're going magic.
You gotta turn off that acceleration, buddy.
Oh my.
I don't know why it takes so long for the dice to roll on my end. Is it the hardware
It's too-
acceleration?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's your roll?
Hold on, I'm gonna do that right now because it's gonna take for fucking ever to roll 2d.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why is hardware acceleration even a thing?
We had a conversation on the Twitch chat about this, and they said, I said it's basically gone off once a game. And the general consensus was that's probably about as often as you'd want it to go off if you're having wild magic as a thing. And I was like, but he's not. He's not a wild magic sorcerer. It's just a thing we added on for fun.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, my acceleration was off. That was the problem.
Ah, well, that'll do it.
Yeah. Hot 18.
Okay.
Heal me. Level me up to 20. Give me something, for fuck's sake. God.
It's a level 1 spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Roll me a d6, if you would.
No.
Please.
It's a 1.
left.
1?
Yeah.
Okay. The spell works normally, but you take a d6 cold damage per level of spell as it draws the heat from inside you to cast it.
Oh,
God.
damage.
So you took just 1 point of damage. But it's funny because you could have taken enough if you rolled higher to knock
kill
yourself
myself.
back.
You just see me cast. I'm just sit up. I cast Fairy Fire. Wild magic goes off, and you just see cold breath come out. I'm like,
Fat Chris in the chat. Shouldn't that be a sexy 18, not a hot 18?
hey,
All right. Back to the top of the round. Soot.
All right. Use my bonus action to do another attack with my my wildfire spirit. He's gonna just stay in that corner.
Sure.
Rolling at an advantage. It's fine. It's a 17 to hit.
Okay, the hits.
For 2d6. 8 fire damage to the one I'm attacking.
Nice.
Which is the southern one?
The southern one, yes.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
And
It
then
is
more
still
burning hands.
Okay.
So
Same
he's
deck save.
14, yep.
He's gonna succeed, just succeed.
Okay, so that's 13. So he's gonna take 6 fire damage.
All right, and he is gonna fall to this fire.
Yeah, so she just like as he goes to attack her, she just shifts out of the way a little bit and then puts her hand on his throat and just fire blasts him. And as he falls, you see her hair's just kind of falling in front of her face, and she turns to the next one.
All right.
Mommy.
Okay. Well, he turns into high quality biochar from your trinket, which means he's extra good
he does.
soil for growing crops, or that his remains can be
Bronson
used
can
for
grab
that.
that later.
And then it will go to you, Bishop. There is one guy left.
All
Bugbear
right.
barbacoa.
There is only one thing I could do. I have advantage on this from Silvery Barbs.
Yeah.
That's great because first roll was a 2. Second roll's 8 plus 6, 14 plus 3 on the bless is a 17.
Just enough. You're doing it.
Oh, this is teamwork, guys. You are saving
Yes.
me from my dice, and I love it.
Coughing blood. Teamwork.
7 plus 6 is 13 damage.
How do you want to kill this final bugbear in this room?
He's like trying to stab Zenith or brain him with his morning star.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab his long bugbear arm and just up through the armpit. Just quick, clinical, just absolutely. And then I'm gonna wipe my blade off on him.
Got it.
Ooh,
Down
the
he goes.
disrespect.
Down he goes.
Zenith, I kneel down next to you, dude. I'm like, are you all right, bud?
Why would they do it twice?
I don't know, man. I pick him up. I put him in one of these beds.
I'm gonna
just
secure the
pull-
door.
I should pull the covers all the way up.
As of right now, you have a disadvantage on all ability checks, and your speed is halved because you are now hit with
Jesus.
2 levels of exhaustion.
Can you do exhaustion in D&D Beyond?
You can under the condition
Yeah,
section.
it's under conditions.
Mhm.
By your
Yes.
HP. There's like a way to check 2 ticks. So it takes, as a reminder, because
There it
nobody has access to that kind of magic at this point. It is a long rest to cleanse a level of exhaustion. So you
Do you allow lesser restoration to cleanse exhaustion or only greater?
I'm gonna say probably only greater because I think that's the intention. Is that it's
Noted.
only greater. Let me look. I'll look, but I believe lesser restoration specifically states that it does not do exhaustion. I think that was the concept. I think it's like poisoned. Yeah, deafened, blinded, paralyzed, poison is lesser restoration, and that's kind of, I think, what makes one of the only good things about one of the ranger subclasses or the ranger abilities is that they made it so that they can get rid of exhaustion faster.
I'm going to really quickly spend my 2 sorcery points
Yeah.
to get back 2 spell slots.
Smart.
Okay. I like it.
Because funny enough, I have sorcery points, but I don't get to use them until level 3.
Yeah, that's true, right? It's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the party's plan? What's the plan right now?
Bronson, how many more of them berries are we working with here?
Let me go over to my inventory.
By my count, you have 5 after the couple you gave away.
Yeah, Soot definitely has one still, but she is she is watching this bugbear just disintegrate away.
You're still burning him actively.
Yeah.
Well, he is burning actively. I already did that, but she's just watching him.
I have 3.
I'm popping the good berry that I got. I'm just silently eating it in this bed.
Yeah, you got to take at least one more, my man.
You said that heals 4 or 5.
4.
It heals 4. Do we get hit dice on short rest?
You can burn your hit dice on your short rest if you'd like to do some healing that way, for sure.
Yeah, save your good berry and we'll secure the door and take
a short rest here.
Take a short rest here.
I will remind you that there is an unconscious fainted goblin in the middle of the room currently, just as a frame of
We're gonna
reference.
take. Okay, all
right.
engage with the goblin here first.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody's aware. So the plan, it sounds like to me, currently is goblin situation. Barricade this door and try to get a short rest in is what I'm gathering. Correct?
Yeah. Catch your breath.
Let me just see if there's anything else worth mentioning in this room.
I have 1 spell slot, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fight.
And No divine. Oh, well, do I get my divine back on short rest?
You do.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get preserve life and 1 spell.
Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, if you, in the meantime, while the goblin is still fainted, if you search around, the one bugbear, did have the northernmost bugbear. He had a belt pouch that had some loot in it. 13 silver pieces, collection of semi-precious stones worth 50 gold pieces, and an iron key.
All right.
That looks to fit in the lock for the door that you are currently in.
Beautiful. All right. Now I will write that all down. I lock the door.
Okay. It is sufficiently locked at the moment. And then I will say, I will give you, well, you know what, let's figure out the goblin scenario. We'll get you the short rest, and we'll call it. That good?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
So, what's the plan? Goblin's currently unconscious.
Well, I suppose I will bust out my manacles and I will manacle him on with one and then get him attached to the bed frame here.
Oh,
if no one
kinky.
objects. Well, no, sitting next to the bed frame.
Listen, you said I'm gonna manacle the goblin to the bed frame. That's
Well,
what
it's the thing to
I know, Jake.
I didn't know it was this kind of campaign.
Jeez.
Welcome to Toontown.
I am blushing, in fact.
Anyway,
then I
yes, he's been
suppose
manacled.
I'll wake him up. Sir, how long does your little fiery friend hang out here with us?
I think as soon as you say her name, she kind of snaps up and you see her hair kind of switches back to her brown, normal form. And she kind of looks over and just says, "Oh my gosh, Senneth, are you okay?"
I'm so tired.
Oh,
I'm not.
what happened?
I bloody went down twice. What do you mean? What happened?
I'm sorry, it's just kind of all turned into a blur. What are you doing with that goblin?
I'm not doing anything with a goblin.
Well, he fell asleep at the beginning of the battle. I bought manacles so that we could not murder guys immediately. But
That's a good
still,
idea.
yeah, I thought so. We'd talked about it. I'm trying to adapt to the party. And so
Were
I
you
thought
asking about my friend?
yeah, I wanted to know how long he lasted, timeline wise. Is he just here for the duration? We are in a closed room and he is an open flame. So I don't know if that's a problem for oxygen.
Oh, fair. I mean, he lasts as long as I want him to. Usually about the same as my wild shape stuff. So.
Okay.
Natural elemental enhancement.
Yeah. Are
1
you
hour.
okay? Is everybody okay?
I think tired more than hurt.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to talk to the goblin?
Yeah, I do want you to talk to the goblin. That would be great. And if there's anything I can help along.
Okay. Soot moves over and takes her blue flint and splashes water onto him.
Nice.
Got it. Nice. Nice. Making use of the trinket. And he's like, huh? What? Oh.
Hi.
Oh, God. Oh, so much death. Hi.
I'm sorry.
Huh. Boy. Oh, and I'm manacled to the bed.
Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
didn't know if you were okay or not.
No. It's fine. Everything's fine. Well, you got me manacled to a bed, so you tell me.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Nice.
It looked like you were in a bit of trouble in here. Are you okay?
I mean, They're kind of jerks, and they were really mean to me, and they beat me up and made me clean stuff for them because they're jerks, and they're like, we're bugbears, we're bigger than you, and we're higher in the pecking order of goblinoids, so
Yeah.
do shit for us.
Ugh. Gosh, I hate people like that.
They're pretty gross, but it looks like you murdered them real good, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna kill you as long as you don't try to kill us.
I mean, you kind of literally have me manacled to a bedpost, so I feel like
we'll
balls in your court, so.
Yeah. So we're looking to kind of like, I don't know, clear out this whole place. So I was wondering if you know anything about some of the stuff that's going on, how many people are in here, and what's the spider thing?
Okay, I don't know anything about a spider, but I do know where I know pretty much this whole place, like where at like the general layout. I know where all the traps and the secret doors are.
Ooh.
So I know that. And I could tell you where that is, or draw you a map. And then I would love to not be here anymore. Would be my number one thing, because I just came in here looking for parts to fix a wagon, and then I got embroiled into now you work for us kind of a thing.
Yeah, that sucks. Like in servitude, basically.
Pretty much. In so many words, yeah.
What language are they speaking?
Common.
Can we? Okay, cool.
All right. Well, it'd be great if you could show us a map. I mean, if you could show us around, that'd be better. But I don't want to.
Okay, I'm not fighting anything.
Oh no, I understand.
Okay, cool, because I will hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right. Okay, I can do that. And yeah.
Hell, could we do both? Let's get a map, and you can give us your in-person expertise.
I feel like that. I mean, again, you literally balls in your court here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want you to die. You seem pretty cool.
Okay.
Can I insight this guy?
Sure. Go ahead. I will make a contested check.
All right.
And what the hell are they saying?
It's in common.
They're speaking common.
Oh, I thought you said they were talking in Goblin.
Nope, it's in common.
That's a 3.
I don't know, Goblin.
He seems totally on the up and up as far as you can tell.
This is without a doubt the nicest goblin I've ever met. Let me unmanacle you, my man.
Yeah. All right. That's your
What's your name?
prerogative. My name's Droop.
Droop. I'm set.
Shivved.
Maybe, but I mean, got to be honest to the roles, you know?
Yeah.
The door's
What,
locked. He can't leave.
Yeah, they
Where are
keep
you
trying to
from?
make. I am up in the mountains. I'm one of the scrap tops. We're like a goblin group that we're just basically scavengers and kind of like tinkerers and stuff. So we I came in here to try to find parts to fix a wagon, and they're like, "You need to join us right now." And I was like, "I just would like to go home," and they're like, "Too bad." And now I'm here. So yeah, I don't really know much, but about more than the general layout of this situation. I know they talked about some other castle. So like the goblins.
Castle or a manor?
No, like a castle. That's what they called it anyway. So here is the goblins that are like in this spot. Those are Cragmaw goblins. That's their kind of tribe that they belong to. And they have a thing that they call Cragmaw Castle. I don't know if it's really a castle or it's like just a thing they call a castle. Listen, we're not the most intelligent bunch, I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
But
don't sell yourself short.
listen, I came in here to find parts for a wagon, and now I was manacled to a bed. So clearly I'm not the brightest guy out there. The brightest sword in the bunch or whatever. So, but anyway, I don't know. Like they talk about this castle. I think it's somewhere up north. I've never seen it, but that's what they're talking about. So that might be helpful to you, or maybe it'd give you a point to like talk to other people about it.
Yeah.
Did you get anything from these guys? Did you talk to them at all?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they would have told you anything anyway. They're kind of jerks. All I know is that
Yeah.
guy's name is Nosk, and he points to
Nosk?
the northernmost one.
Is he the one that knocked me down twice?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Nox.
So anyway,
Was
yeah.
he like their leader? Can you tell me anything about him?
Basically, he was the leader of these 4. And what's his face? I think Glassstaff, that guy. He hired these like bugbears to bolster their little bandit group.
Okay.
Like try to give them more muscle.
Okay. Does he have a lot, like, not have a lot of people then?
I don't know how many people he has because they come and go, and like there's probably some in the town right now, and then there's the ones that are in here.
Oh,
But he
yeah.
was just like, if anybody in the town starts like acting up, they've like bandits. We need some muscle and
Yeah.
intimidation factor, and I tell you, these guys are intimidating.
Yeah, I saw them.
And
Until they
they're
died, and then they weren't.
well, I mean, that's usually how that goes.
Cool.
Anyway, yeah, let me draw you that map over the next hour. I feel like it'll take me that long to do that, probably.
Yeah.
That sounds reasonable.
I appreciate your thoroughness. Do you know where the crypts are?
Yeah, they're like, I'll show you on the map.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's like, I know there's like a hallway with some traps in it, and then like I know of at least 4 secret doors.
4 secret doors?
Yeah,
That is.
I don't necessarily like. I know they're there. I'm not sure what the triggers are
Right,
for
right.
them, but I know where they are because I've seen people like boop boop boop, and then a door
Yeah.
opens. It doesn't actually.
so-
That's not what it sounds like, but
Yeah. You're super helpful, Droop. Thank you so much.
Yes, Droop, my good man. You said there were 2 kinds of goblins here?
well, no, I'm from the scrap top.
Oh,
Goblins,
okay.
and
You are
then-
the other kind of goblin. Okay.
I'm a scrap top goblin, and then there's the cragmaw goblins.
So which ones have the glowing hands?
I don't know anything about glowing hands,
Hmm.
but that sounds weird.
Yeah.
Is that like magic hands?
Maybe.
Like jazz hands?
That's
No.
different.
No, I
Okay.
think it must be magic hands because they're glowing.
I mean,
Which
I
was
don't
the
know.
meanest one of these bugbears? Group.
Out of these 4, that would have been Nosk over there. He was the meanest. He was the biggest jerk. He really
I'm
kind of
going.
kept all the other ones. They kind of just did whatever he said.
I'm gonna go over and grab onto its big bugbear leg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go drag this over to our friend.
Oh, good idea. Wait, let me get a good look at him so I can be him later.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Was this like a role play thing?
No, I can transform into any creature that's small or medium size.
Oh, that's a pretty useful
I
ability.
can turn into you if you want.
No, I don't need that.
Okay.
I feel like, there's a difference thing. Like you look in a mirror, but then if you're like looking at yourself, I feel like that's just gonna mess with my head. And I don't really
Okay.
feel like I need to see myself through my own lens,
Yeah. I wouldn't want to make you feel
Not for
uncomfortable.
everybody.
No, I mean maybe it is for some people.
Mhm.
But not for me.
Okay.
Oh, and I found these 2 things. And he's gonna give trinkets to Soot and Bronson. So I need percentile rolls for Bronson and a percentile roll from Soot.
Simon, don't kick my dice.
I found these 2 things.
No! 69!
Nice.
Nice. What the heck?
This is a weird
A-
one. What'd you roll?
Give me a D20 plus a D100, so I'm gonna re-roll that.
That's fair. So LB, I don't know
Mhm.
how useful this is to you, but it's not like he's like, here's the thing. This is one of those trinkets where it's like this is a thing that just applies to you. So it's
Yeah.
not like a thing he can hand to you, but
Yeah.
you can grow moss-based underwear for those moments where wild shape decided to be weird or you stayed in your wildfire situation for too long.
Mm-hmm.
So moss-based underwear.
Probably comfortable.
Yeah.
Just on myself?
Yeah, just
Very
on you.
absorbent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, listen, you turn into, like, you want to be modest. If you turn into, like, a chimp or something,
That's true.
you've
That's
got
true.
underwear. What you
Fair,
got?
fair.
That is a real 69 style trinket.
Yeah. What do you got for me, Bronson?
25.
25. All right. 25. Oh, wow. Okay. This was fun because this was actually one that was made up for when I was doing start playing games. This is the map case of facsimile. Any map that you stick into this case makes one exact copy of the map, but slightly enhances its quality by adding reference scales, grids, and filigree. While using this map, you always know which way is north.
Wow.
It'd be very useful in here.
Well, I get to go feeding this Cyclops out here. Go ahead and make that second map while you're at it.
All right. Yeah, he will make a map, and then you can stick it inside this map case. And then, yeah, it turns into a much more, articulate one. It's got the filigreed edges. It's got the compass rose with the north arrow and all that
The
stuff.
legend in the bottom.
Yeah.
Isn't that fancy?
And for reference for you guys, we'll go over here. We'll delete this, and we're going to open the map browser. And we'll go ahead and just put this here.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Wow, you're really good at drawing maps.
Well, this is the second one, right? The copy?
yeah, this is the copy.
That's a 1-2 punch right there.
Mm-hmm.
The game changer for the future.
Well, assuming you can figure out where the things are. But there you go.
Don't burst my bubble.
Fair.
I have 2 exhaustion, okay? I'm not thinking rationally here.
Ugh.
Kenneth, are you okay?
I would all...
Say it.
finite. God, no, leave me alone. Oh, sorry. It's you. It's just you. Look, I thought you were the bugbear. I'm sorry.
So there is, I mean, realistically, he could tell you where everything is, where all the secrets and the traps are. And you have a map case that makes better versions of maps. So I feel like this just makes sense.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I will drag that bugbear over
Okay.
for our crag friend.
Wait,
Yeah.
give me his clothes first.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Pull off the bugbear boxers. Ugh.
Ugh.
Well, I guess you could, in theory, I would allow as being the changeling. You could be a humanoid form with moss underwear too, if you'd like. So.
That's fair, but if I pretend to be him, I should.
Yeah, no, I just for
Of course.
for future reference.
Yeah.
Moss underwear all the time.
Mm.
Anyway,
I hold my nose.
you're able
I'm
to.
a never nude.
Yeah, apparently. Only if you want to. It's by choice. You literally grow the underwear, so grow it or not, your call. And it also literally has that line about wildfire in the trinket, so that's just too funny. So yeah, you move over, and Sarnak down in his pits, like, oh, did you kill Glassstaff yet?
Nothing yet, but we killed this guy, and we heard he was a big asshole too.
Oh yeah, I'll eat him. They're a little
I roll
hairy, but we can make.
We
do.
can singe that off for you if you want.
Nah, I'll just fillet him.
Each their own. Smells like day old mayonnaise.
You hear crunching and
crunch of bones.
yeah, as you make your way back. So you come back in the room. You guys are able to lock the door. Droop finishes drawing the map. The map case makes the facsimile version, the improved version of said map, and everybody will get the benefits of a short rest. So that's, you can roll hit dice to heal. Anybody that gets wild shapes come back. Channel divinity comes back. I think that's it for stuff that recharges. So with that, unless there's anything specific that you guys want to talk about right now, we'll go ahead and bring this stream to a close. Everybody good?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right, take us out,
All right.
Robert.
I'm Captain Robert. You can find me at Captain Robert at everything on the internet where we play Dungeons and Dragons 3 to 4 times a week. I was Bronson Barley, the life cleric of Shantae. We'll see you next week.
All right, LB.
Hello, everybody. I'm LB Hackemup. I was playing Soot today, and the next time I'm going to be live is tomorrow on Hack Recklessly. We're going to be starting our Glitter Hearts campaign for the month of February, run by Greg Gotherman, who wrote it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our theme is tarot cards, so can you not, dude? No, my castle. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. So check out my Twitters and stuff for that.
All right, Jonathan. You're muted.
And I said I'd never be the one, and here I am.
Yeah.
You become the thing you hate the most. Hola, buenas tardes. My name is Jonathan, and I was Zenith. You can find me everywhere as Latinos Against Spooky Shit. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Join me on Twitch as we play spooky games, and we hang out. So there you go.
All right, and Jake.
Hey guys, I'm Jake. You can catch me at Legends Rerolled on Spotify and Instagram. It's a TTRPG podcast that I do, and it's a lot of fun. I played Bishop Frisian, our now very effective paladin. Went from mediocre to on fire in one level. So
Yeah.
that's great, and I'm thrilled.
One day I'm going to get that chat command to work, but it is not this day. And hi, I'm Ted. This is my channel. It says it's there, so I give up. But anyway, this is my channel. We'll be back next week with more Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. We managed to clear one room of the first little kind of manor house of Tresendar Manor. More things to come. And as these guys keep making up weird stuff in the game, I keep making it part of the content. So who knows what you'll find. My version and our version of Lost Mines or Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk is probably going to look a little bit different than yours, but that's okay. That's why we make these things our own. And, who doesn't want to get together and have a good time telling stories with friends? So come on back next week, and we will see you then. As Robert dies.
Third level. Please,
Not-
third level.
Not yet. Good night, everyone.
Fair.